Star Market Celtics tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jalen forces it up over C. No! He tied it! He did it! Jalen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis, having a trail three. Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out, blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court, it's in the air.
Go!
He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, VA New England, Town Fair Tire, Brex, FindMassMoney.gov, Corona, your New England Honda dealers, NetSuite by Oracle, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
Back at the Garden where tonight the Celtics coming off their worst loss of the year, trying to find their footing against Zion Williamson, C.J. McCollum, and the star-crossed New Orleans Pelicans. Thanks for finding us on a Sunday night. I'm Sean Grante. Cedric Maxwell joins us shortly, and what he does coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA. Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. It all depends on where you draw the line. The Celtics are 6-6 in their last 12. But how about 2-4 in their last 6 at home after going 37-4 last year? It's very hard to pinpoint the issues. It feels like there are some, but where do you find them? We'll explore that, and we'll break down this first meeting with the Pelicans, a star-crossed season and then some. As a projected playoff team is dead last in the Western Conference. They've already started to look ahead to next year, who then becomes expendable at the deadline. We'll explore that and also tell you why the Pelicans could be as healthy tonight as they have been all year. Go figure, that's been the Celtics' luck lately. We'll take our trip around the NBA. We'll update the postponements in Los Angeles in the wake of the fire disaster. Check in on the Knicks and the Bucks at MSG. And there may be a new party crasher in the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Ron Holland off to Isaiah Stewart against Kelly Olynyk. Cade gets his screen from Stu and sticks it.
We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla.
If you don't think it's my goal to be here for however long they allow me to, then that's the number one goal. But some of that stuff is out of your control.
But coming up next, the dreaded first home game after a long Western trip for the Celtics Friday night. The Sacramento Kings arrived rested, renewed, and rolling, and it showed a subpar Celtics effort, and suddenly the worst loss of the year. We'll look back. The Celtics, you have to keep them below 32%, and they have. Here's the entry. Sabonis flies in past Derek White. Two-hand slam, and that may do it. It's all coming up and more as we count you down to the Celtics and the New Orleans Pelicans here at the Garden, top of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Boston Celtics basketball is proudly sponsored by Amica Insurance. When it comes to protecting the life that you build, trust your insurance needs to Amica's award-winning service. At Amica, they put in the time to make sure you're taken care of. Whether it's talking through all the details of your policy or following up after a claim. As you cheer on the Celtics, visit Amica.com to learn more. Get a quote today.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Fighting, you know, we're fighting. We're definitely playing some good basketball. We're just figuring it out. I guess that would be your opinion to say that we're not fighting. I think that opinion would be not valid. But it's a different year. Last year is over. We got to figure it out this year, and we got to do whatever it takes. We got a new unit. You know, we've had guys out, had guys injured. You know, so we just got to treat it as such. It's a new year. Last year's over with.
I'm not sure this is a matter anymore of this year versus last year so much as what on earth is going on here, and is there any one thing going on? And that's what I'm having trouble figuring out. Welcome back to Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Jaylen Brown can't really figure it out. The Celtics are 6-6 in their last 12 games. But if you look at the numbers, mathematically, they're the fifth best team in the NBA in that time. All the metrics are good. If you take out the Toronto game, as I did, because that's what I do, then the offensive numbers are still very good. The defensive numbers are not, and there's certainly something there. But the problem with this stretch is there isn't any one thing. One day it's been the offense that's been bad. The next game it's been the defense that's been bad. Then they beat a team they go down to Houston and win by 1 million. Then they destroy Toronto in one of the most epic blowouts in franchise history. And then they have a game where, like Friday night, where they don't rebound well on the defensive end. It hasn't been one thing. It's been a lot of little things, and that's what adds up to going 6-6 over 12 games.
And, you know, and here's the thing I think about. You can talk about these little things. Can you put them together? Are they fixable? A lot of people ask me right now, well, do you need to make a trade to get another veteran in here? Well, that's what Brad's job is, to go out and do that. Do you want a jump start, or do you still believe in the guys who you won with last year? I just believe these guys. I love the guys you have right now. But at the same time, if Brad Stevens said, I'd like to make a move, I wouldn't be opposed to that either.
Well, and they've played very little together this year. Obviously, that's a big difference from last year with Porzingis not only missing a lot of games early in the year, but missing training camp too, which is a significant factor. I think if you're really, if you're nitpicking, you're looking at the issues, the things that went well last year. Say, for example, Sam Hauser, right? The year he had last year, he's clearly not healthy. And that is a significant issue because Sam Hauser, you take away some of his health, not all of his health, take away some of Sam Hauser's health. And he goes from being a 40% three-point shooter to, say, an average three-point shooter. And then defensively, where he's been better than average, but you take that half a step away from him, and suddenly defensively he's not what he was last year. That's a significant factor. So if you're really nitpicking with the roster, is there, in a perfect world, a spot for another younger, athletic wing type player? We might see some of those for New Orleans, interestingly enough, a team that is there for the picking come trade deadline because they are 8-31. We'll get to them in a second. But the discussion really, as you said, it's more of a bigger picture one. I'm surprised nobody's brought up the Olympic stuff. I'm surprised nobody's brought up the fact the Celtics played 100 and something games last year, played until June 17th. Several members of the team obviously have played in the Olympics. Then you jump right back into a title defense. And if the Celtics are in a bit of a malaise right now, I got bad news for you, because starting Wednesday night, playtime is over as far as the schedule is concerned. It is going to be a dead-eye sprint for the Celtics from Wednesday night for the 3 weeks until the All-Star break. It's going to be high intensity, a lot of games, a lot of travel.
Yeah, those things are going to happen during the season, and that's what happens when you're the world champion. Came off of a world championship in '81 and could feel the hiccup. Regardless how well we thought we were playing, we knew we weren't playing as well. I just think that this team really, this is a great basketball team with some great players. That, and here's the thing I thought the other day. You talked about when Joe Mazzulla jumped in everybody's case in Denver. It just seemed like, whoa, okay. They woke up and they played well. You should need that at this point in your career, thinking about trying to defend. And that's what's so tough about defending. People are coming at you every night, regardless, whoever it is. Like tonight's game will be an example. A team that really isn't going any place, but for them, this game today is like playing in the championship, because they're not going any place else.
And they're as healthy pretty much as they've been all year, which isn't saying much. But before we get there, the previous game recap brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. The Sacramento Kings had not won a game in Boston in front of fans in 18 years. Yeah, 2007, it was Game 6 of the 18-game losing streak. Back then, And they look like a team that was ready to end that drought, coming off a lot of rest here on Friday. Big embrace for Domantas Sabonis and Kristaps Porzingis. They will jump it against each other. Sacramento in their road black jerseys, white letters and numbers, purple and white trim down the side. Celtics back in the home white. At home, they won 2 in a row in the home whites. Porzingis wins the tap backwards, but it's essentially stolen by Malik Monk. Outs pass for the cutter on the baseline. Ellis has the paint taken away by Porzingis, so he kicks to the corner for a Malik Monk three.
Boy, he can score. I love him when he scores the best. I love when he was with Charlotte.
Malik Monk takes the handoff. Kick out. 3 in the air from Keegan Murray. Ties the game at 11. Jaylen Brown throws that shoulder into Ellis. Spins. Crazy reverse. Up and good. He lost that ball on his hip on the way in. Was able to recover in time to land under the basket and scoop it in.
Gathered. Put a little spinneroomy on it.
Tatum drives on Hurley. Kick back to Porzingis. His three is good.
I tell you what, he's not even hesitating right now to shoot that basketball. This is a good thing.
Porzingis and Jaylen Brown have all 18 Boston points here. Bounce pass from Monk. They run away from him. He's all alone for another three. Boy, the Celtics are getting cross-matched and lost defensively. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble behind Porzingis. A screen behind the back bounce pass gives Porzingis a straightaway three. And that didn't take long. 8 straight for the Celtics, and they've cut it to 2. 34-32.
Funny how a little defense helps you out.
Fournette sets the high screen for Tatum. He's going to settle for the straightaway three. Swish. Oh, that rim looking really big to him tonight.
Deep shots.
Tatum, right-hand dribble coming strong, runs it off the window and in. Man, the first step now is getting impossible to defend. Malik Monk turns the corner, drives, finger roll, blocked by Derek White. Offensive rebound, Sabonis. His putback blocked by Porzingis, who scrambles to touch the ball ahead on a bounce to Jason Tatum. Great hustle play by Porzingis. Tatum for Drew Holiday, steps back into a right side three and hits it.
And that's the loudest you've seen this building get. On a defensive stance by the Celtics. Block shot, another block shot, and hustle play.
And there's rebound number 20 for Sabonis. With 6:13 to go in the third. Sabonis drives, goes to the left hand, and scores on Porzingis. DeRozan down the right side, pull up at 18 feet, swish.
Nice. DeRozan got right where he wanted to go. Good pick then, got a big on it, then stopped on the dime and popped it.
Kings have taken control of the game. Carter, pull up three, got another one. Back-to-back threes by Devin Carter. Wide open three is missed by Malik Monk, but it comes all the way out to Sabonis, and his three is good. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla, and some boos raining down on the Celtics. DeRozan, hounded by Pritchard, goes a bounce pass out towards Malik Monk. Return to DeRozan, kick out, Keegan Murray, ball fake, 3 in the air, got it for Keegan Murray. And the Kings are up by 9. Celtics, you've got to keep them below 32%, and they have. Here's the entry. Sabonis flies in past Derek White. 2-hand slam, and that may do it. This will likely drop the Celtics under the double-digit scoring differential for the year. Pritchard misses a 3. And there's rebound number 28 for Sabonis. Matching the most against the Celtics in the last 50 years. 23 points, 28 rebounds for Sabonis. The Kings took the Celtics' best shot. Boston was up by 9 midway through the third. And then the Kings blew them off the floor, handing the Celtics their worst loss of the year by far. The final score, Sacramento 114, Boston 97. Kings get their 6th straight win and their first at the Garden in front of fans in 18 years. Well, the voice of the Celtics there gave you all the relevant details of the game, including the 28 rebounds for Sabonis, matching Ben Wallace, the only two to hit that number since Wilt Chamberlain in the half century, and shattered Kevin Love's 14-year-old record in this building of 24 rebounds in a game with 28 rebounds. Pretty absurd. And the Celtics, now who only lost 4 games at home all year, have now lost 4 of their last 6 at home this year. They're 13-7 at home. Last year they were 37-4.
Those things again, those hiccups, things you talk about, and just fundamentally, the shots were made and weren't made. As good as Peyton Pritchard has been this year, you think in that game, a couple of layup shots he missed. Tatum, who's been phenomenal this year, that quarter they had third quarter where he five turnovers. Those things help to you losing basketball games, and they can be corrected.
As we said, it's been something different every night. Friday night, the offense has been very, very good. The lapses, generally speaking, have been on defense. The Celtics still are the number 2 offensive team in the NBA, but just an indication that it was the offense that led to the cross-matching and the failure to get defensive rebounds in addition to not making shots, the Celtics have been 15-0 when holding teams to 44% shooting, 17-1 when keeping teams under 1.12 points per possession. Those are dominant figures. They did both of those things Friday and still suffered their worst loss of the year, getting beat by 17. That's how bad the offense was in the game on Friday night. Now, on paper, I can see fans getting cranky tonight if this doesn't become a blowout game, because you're looking at a New Orleans team that is 8-31. But this New Orleans team we're going to see tonight is not 8-31. In fact, DeJounte Murray and Zion Williamson in the 40th game this year for New Orleans are playing together for just the second time. Add the returning Trey Murphy in this game. He will start. This is the first time those three guys have played together, period. And you're adding a backcourt of C.J. McCollum and DeJounte Murray playing together. This is not an 8-31 team on the other side tonight.
No, it really isn't. This is a team right now that wants to try to get healthy, wants to try to get some things done. But at the same time, if you're the Boston Celtics, you got to go out and play your game and be as good as you can be and play like you're the world champions.
Max's Player to Bank On, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Make your home energy efficient in 2025 with CSB's zero APR heat loan. Apply now at clintonsavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender, Clinton Savings Bank, and experience you can bank on.
You know, I want to go with Derek White, and because he's probably going to be up against McCollum. McCollum's the guy really, I think, that does so much for their team. Scoring the basketball, he's had some huge games so far this year.
And Derek White needs to snap out of it. He had a rough, remember, he's coming off illness, and he went 1 for 8, missed all 6 of his threes. The really distressing number from the game the other night. Domantas Sabonis and Trey Lyles combined for 13 offensive rebounds. Derek White and Jaylen Brown got 1 defensive rebound. One. Really, Jaylen did not have 1 in 35 minutes.
Well, and those you said, the things, it's not one person, it's not one thing, but all the players collectively right now have to say, okay, look, let's do our jobs. And we also, let's do other people's jobs. And that's how you're going to win games.
And by the way, these records we're talking about, the Celtics, the 3rd best team in the NBA, and New Orleans, 29th in scoring margin, tied for the 28th best record. When we look at the 5 games that have been played in January, one team is 3-2 with a plus 1.7 net rating. The other team is also 3-2, the plus 1.7 net rating. These teams have played identical in the last 5 games of the month of January. New Orleans is coming off a win in Philadelphia on Friday night. Max's keys to the game, driven by your local New England Honda dealers. Contact your local New England Honda dealer for a great deal today. You've been waiting for one of those teams that's hunts offensive rebounds, that's great on the offensive glass. You got one tonight. It's the only thing they do well.
Well, the thing about it, when you got Zion there, but as you're saying right now, even with the hunting the offensive rebounds, this isn't the same team that's been hunting them. This is a team right now that's bringing back shooters and scorers.
Yeah.
So it's a completely different team. But I will go with that. Definitely dominating on the defensive end and making sure you clean the glass up.
Still to come on Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight, getting you ready for the Celtics and the Pelicans. Our conversation with Joe Mazzulla, his take on these last 12 games. Is there any commonality to these 12, or have the Celtics just been overall just not what they were a year ago for this particular 3-week stretch of the season? We'll address that with the coach. We'll take our trip around the NBA. Jalen Brunson left the game injured at Madison Square Garden today, but not before he decimated the Milwaukee Bucks. New York did a number on Milwaukee today, just when the Bucks had gotten to the 4th spot in the Eastern Conference. We'll run you through the afternoon games today, including Dallas against Denver. But when we return, Sean Silver has Sports Hub headlines, including the Patriots now with their head coach in place and the NFL playoffs going on. We'll update you on all of it and then bring you back to the Celtics and the Pelicans here at the Garden on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You can help an old lady get across the street, save somebody from choking when they're out to eat. But there's one thing that'll help you the most. It's giving blood while you relax and read the Morning Post. Good karma by the pint. Give blood. Donate blood and then you just might save 3 people's lives and get a season's worth of good vibes.
Visit Rhode Island Blood Center to get your Good Karma by the pint.
Ever wish you could be a world champion like the Boston Celtics? Well, even if that's not in the cards, you can use the same corporate card as the Celtics. Meet Brex, the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Brex is the world's smartest corporate card, trusted by over 25,000 companies, from startups to enterprises. Brex cards help you make every dollar count by making it easy to control spending before it happens. Automate manual work and optimize your earnings. Does getting your company more for its money sound like a slam dunk? Get started at Brex.com/grow.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
For the second time in the last 12 months, the New England Patriots have a new head coach, and once again, it's a former defensive standout under Bill Belichick. It's Mike Vrabel is your new head man in Foxborough. He was the 2021 AP Coach of the Year. It's a multi-year deal to try and turn around a franchise that has 8 wins the past 2 seasons. He'll be introduced at a press conference noon tomorrow. Wild card weekend continues. The Bills pulled away for the Broncos in the second half for a 31-7 win. They'll host the Ravens next week. In progress, the Eagles a 10-0 lead on the Packers as they approach halftime. Later on, Commanders and Bucks from Tampa. Bruins on the winning side of the coin yesterday, 4-3 over the Panthers. They'll host the Lightning Tuesday night at the Garden. Local college hoops, Stonehill and Merrimack, both winners on the D1 hardwood. Your headlines brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient oil change this month at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. I'm Sean Silver. Sean Grandy and Cedric Baxter will go around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
The new year brings new adventures. Make sure your vehicle is ready to take on this exciting new chapter with Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They'll complete your stay-in-your-car oil change in about 15 minutes. Plus, no appointment is ever needed. Don't spend hours at the dealership. Use that extra time to work on your New Year's resolutions. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 15% off your next visit and find your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of the road ahead.
Hi, Cedric Maxwell. As a former professional basketball player, 2-time world champion, and calling the games at 98.5 The Sports Hub, fans know I love the Green Team. I want to share my experience with another amazing Green Team, FindMassMoney.gov. Did you know that 1 in 10 people have unclaimed property from things like an uncashed check, refund from an overpaid bill, or long-forgotten savings account? I found money, and so can you. FindMassMoney.gov is a free service from the Massachusetts State Treasury Office. Visit FindMassMoney.gov and see if you have any green waiting for you.
With the Shawzer Star Market Deals and Delivery app, you'll earn points on every purchase. And now there are even more ways to easily redeem your points for rewards. Members enjoy personalized deals and can save up to 20% weekly. Earn gas discounts of up to $1 a gallon at participating stations and can easily opt in to redeem points for automatic cash off at checkout. Just set it and forget it. All with the Shawzer Star Market Deals and Delivery app. Become a member for free when you download today.
The holidays were made for memories. This season, make yours sophisticated and stylish with the purchase of a new Cadillac. Whether it's the all-electric Cadillac Lyriq, the redefining Cadillac XT5 and XT6, or the performance in a CT5. Be iconic this winter and make your journey getting there just as exceptional as being there. Visit your Cadillac showroom today for the season's best sales event.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
When they play good defense, their offense thrives as well.
Brunson, three-pointer. It's good. Jalen Brunson lighting it up tonight. Nothing like Mike Breen and Walt Clyde Frazier on MSG Network on a Sunday afternoon. How about the New York Knicks getting 44 from Jalen Brunson this afternoon? Remember, they were in a little bit of a skid. They got it handed to them by OKC at Madison Square Garden Friday night. They bounce back, and they give it to the Milwaukee Bucks. 30 and 18 for Karl Anthony Towns. Giannis and Damian Lillard both played in this game, but it was not competitive. A 34-point win for the Knicks. And this is just as the Bucks, very quietly, Max, nobody had noticed this, Milwaukee caught and passed Orlando very briefly for that 4th spot in the Eastern Conference.
Well, Bucks have been playing well. They do a lot of different things. can they maintain is going to be the big question you have to say.
And can Dallas maintain playing teams like Denver today, continuing to do it without both Luka and Kyrie?
Now here's a loose ball. Hardy picks it up. They were looking for a cutting Murray. Poked away from Hardy. Hardy on the floor, got the ball. Great place to go with it. Klay Thompson. String music.
Mark Followell on the Mavericks television network. And Klay Thompson, Max, 6 threes for an underdog Dallas team. What am I going to do now?
I know.
But Dallas does not lose, does not win tonight. 19, 18, and 9, of course, for Jokic. 1 assist away from a killer triple-double. Denver get Jokic back. They won their first game with him, and they win their second, beating Dallas today 112 to 101. And the Sacramento Kings win their 7th consecutive game. They come from behind in Chicago this afternoon to beat the Bulls 124 to 119. 22 points, a meager 15 rebounds, and 8 assists for Domantas Sabonis.
Sabonis is a guy who can do a lot of different things for you. He can attack the rim. He's going to be an all-star.
Later today, Philadelphia at Orlando. If you missed it, Paolo Banchero missed 34 games, then scored 34 in his return. Celtics' next home game, that's right, it's against Orlando here on Friday night. And by the way, bizarre story in the NBA today. After a year and a half of promising a new arena in Center City in Philadelphia, the city has backtracked, and now they're going to build a new arena where the old arena is in South Philadelphia. Kind of a very strange story coming out of it.
To me, it's a better fit to put it in the
Football
area.
stadium, the ballpark is there.
The ballpark, everything is there, traveling, everything. To put it in Center City, you have to tear up a lot of stuff.
All right, Celtics and the New Orleans Pelicans coming up next. We'll talk about it with Joe Mazzulla on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, bike shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Bassett-Thorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years!
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five!
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5, the Sports Hub. Media station.
Interview with the coach brought to you by Star Market. Check out the Star Market app. Earn rewards, save on your groceries and gas with Star Market for you. Download the Star Market app today. And now here's Sean Grandy with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
All right, Sean Silver, thank you. One of the things we tend to do, Joe, I know I do it, is look for order in chaos, simple explanations. We talked about Occam's razor, right, a couple months ago. But in looking at these 12 games since the NBA Cup break, which is 6 wins and 6 losses, it doesn't feel like it's any one thing. Does this stretch of games have anything in common, or has it been as uneven and almost a different thing every night as it has seemed?
Yeah, I think that's. I think you hit it head on. I think it's not just one thing. You know, I think a couple games it's been our offense. A couple games it's been our defense. A couple games, you know, we've missed shots in a couple games. It has been effort, and so I think it's been a little bit of that, and I think that's usually when there isn't one thing and you're working towards it. That's where you come to that's where you're 500. It's because of some of the inconsistencies, whether it's effort, whether it's details, whether it's execution. So yeah, it has been a little bit, and you work to develop the habits, the details that are necessary to be more consistent, and I think that's kind of where we're at now.
And the one thing that sort of jumped off the page, obviously, on Friday night was the defensive rebounding as Sabonis went crazy. You've been a top 10 team all year in terms of defensive rebounding. I struggle trying to evaluate it now when there are 80, 90, 100 three-pointers going up in a game. Defensive rebounding is not what it used to be. How has coaching it or its place in the game changed with the evolution of the game itself and where those shots are coming from or where the rebounds come from?
I think it's more about the game has changed in general, where teams are sending more guys to the offensive glass. It used to be the age-old question of should you crash or should you get back on defense? And I think teams have just evolved into it's both, right? You have to get back on defense, you have to crash, and so teams are crashing a ton more, and we have to just be better. Like we usually on the course of a whole season we have been, but in this stretch we've played teams that have prioritized it much more, and we have to be better at defensive rebound. Well, you've made an inadvertent segue into tonight's opponent because this is certainly a team that does that. Yeah, no, they give up a 30% offensive rebound rate, and they send everybody to the glass, and so it will be a battle of that. It's really interesting now, as you're pointing out, that some teams are doing it and some teams don't. What is the merit of that, and does a certain type of roster that you may have offensively dictate whether or not you want to take those chances? Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it comes down to what type of three-point shooting that they have. You don't usually see shooters crashing because they want to be spaced to get a good shot. Some it depends on the other team's best players. Do they play well in kind of chaos, or do they play well in spacing? And I think so a lot of those things, there's a few things that go into that. And so, teams are definitely leaning more towards, the offensive rebounding and the turnovers have become the two best ways to kind of win the shot margin, right? And that's the test every night. Someone asked me about the Pelicans, and I said, which Pelicans? You and I talked the other night about preparing for a team that had a slightly different feel with a new coach in Sacramento, and I realized I should have saved that for today because the more I thought about it, I realized advanced scouting is a completely different world now in the era of load management with more injuries than ever. But you're facing a Pelicans team tonight that largely has not existed. If DeJounte Murray plays in this game tonight, he and Zion have played one game together. One. All year. How much guesswork now goes into this? Most talented 7-win team or whatever. Yeah. The most talented team that you can have. And so much, the ceiling's high for them. And so there hasn't been many games there. But I think it comes down to, again, when you're in these situations, you have to focus on the individuals of each. Like, the most important thing is defending the paint versus, Zion working to keep him off the glass. And then it's, Murray pick and rolls, and then it's McCollum, catch and shoot actions. And, when they're on, they're dangerous because of their talent and really the balance that they have offensively. And, Alvarado shooting 40% from three, and with Herb Jones out, they're going to play more of a shooter. And so it's going to test your defensive. How do you defend, how do you defend the paint on Zion versus making sure you get out the shooters, making sure you rebound the basketball. That's Joe. I was disappointed we didn't get a chance to talk about Gerard Mayo. I forget it was a busy day. We had a lot of other stuff going on, but today's another excuse to do it because Mike Vrabel is now the new coach of the New England Patriots, and I don't want people to miss, if they did, what you had to say about Gerard Mayo, because it's an easy thing to say the coaches get hired to get fired, but nobody ever thinks about the full staff of human beings that are affected when something like this happens. Yeah, I think that's the hardest thing is everybody always focuses on the head coach, right? And when you're a head coach, it's what you get into. I think first, like, if you don't think it's my goal to be here for however long they allow me to, then, that's the number one goal. But some of that stuff is out of your control. And I think you walk into every situation of like, this is where I want to be. This is how, I want to do everything I can to make this place the absolute best. I think every head coach goes in thinking that. I know I certainly do. And when it doesn't go that way, everyone sees what the head coach, but you lose sight of the assistants, the people that have moved their families, for 1 year, kids changing schools, all the same things that players go through if they get traded or if they trade. And so there's so much more that goes into how things are impacted by that. It's you know what you sign up for as a coach, but it still doesn't mean it makes it any easier. Especially good week to see how real life affects everybody, even in sports. Celtics and Pelicans next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Okay, I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar, carbs, and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a much better option. I'm Will, and I crafted IQ Bar plant protein bars with clean, functional, delicious ingredients to empower doers like you with superior brain and body fuel.
Go to IQBAR.com and enter code AUDIO to get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Gain presents a tale of longing and long-lasting scent. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Add Gain scent beads for an even longer-lasting scent.
The home of the bees, the Sports Hub.
The last time the Sacramento Kings won a game in front of fans in Boston, Kevin Garnett was a Timberwolf, Ray Allen a Supersonic. But with Doug Christie breathing new life into California's capital, the Kings arrives on a 5-game win streak, more than ready to catch the Celtics should they falter. And they surely faltered. DeRozan spins, hits the long 2-baseline jumper over Pritchard, and the Kings have their largest lead of the night. They're up by 11.
I'll tell you, that's when DeRozan does what DeRozan does.
29-9 is the Sacramento run here to go from down 9 to up 11. A rough stretch is all relative. The Celtics now 6-6 in their last 12, as many home losses in the last 6 games as they had all of last year. But it is nothing compared to how hard it has been in the Big Easy. A team many thought to be a dark horse for a deep playoff run watched their season go dark early, destroyed by injury. Tonight, the Celtics try to get healthy as they take on the New Orleans Pelicans next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champion.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Amica Insurance, Shaw's and Star Market, and by Ticketmaster.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, and by Town Fair Tire.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by Brex, Corona, your New England Honda dealers, FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is Banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is Banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Granty and Cedric Maxwell.
Kind of sold out TD Garden. The Celtics still trying to figure some things out as they take on the New Orleans Pelicans. Starting lineup is brought to you by Amica Insurance, exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. The Pelicans are 8-31, but not this version of them, as they'll be as healthy almost as they've been all year with a backcourt of C.J. McCollum and DeJounte Murray. The two veterans playing together. Trey Murphy returns from injury tonight. Zion Williamson will play his 8th game of the 40-game season tonight, and Yves Missi, who might be the Rookie of the Year right now, starts at center. The Celtics tonight, as a result of being nearly at full health, will sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Drew Holiday, UCLA. Jaylen Brown, California Berkeley.
Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Kristaps Porzingis, Baloncesto Sevilla.
Only Drew Peterson, still in concussion protocol, was not available for the Celtics today. The Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford F-Series, the #1 selling pickup, a #1 truck and brand loyalty. Tonight's contestant, Kimberly Clancy of Milton. Boston goes up by 15 at any point in the first quarter. Kimberly will win the opportunity to see a game for the Ford Sports Tech. Enter the contest at 98.5 thesportshub.com. What do we need to see from the Celtics tonight?
Effort. Just educating themselves and saying, hey, we're the world champions. If they play with a commitment, then they'll be fine.
Celtics have been a great first quarter team all year long. They will wear the road green tonight at TD Garden. White letters and numbers. They'll go right to left. New Orleans will wear the home white, navy blue, gold, and red trim. They will go conversely left to right. Porzingis beats BC on the opening tap. And away we go. Thanks for finding us on a busy NFL playoff Sunday. Which the Patriots have a brand new head coach. Drew Holiday, straight away, watched by Zion at the start, zips to Porzingis, deep three, left side, no good, back iron, long rebound, Derek White comes up with it, saves it back into the court, Zion's got it, and he floats it ahead to Trey Murphy. Murphy picks up his dribble, floats to the right side, DeJounte Murray steps into a three and knocks it down. Murphy, and Zion just touched the ball like that on that pass play. This is the first time they have played together this year. Wow. Tatum for Porzingis, bounce pass back to Tatum, who drives and gets fouled. Little drive by Zion, trying to get in the paint to disrupt the shot, and Tatum will get free throws.
Clipped him going towards the basket. Looked like he wanted to dunk the basketball, but saw Zion at the end of this play. He was going up trying to block it. I gotta give I never do this, but I gotta do it now. Shout out to Lulabelle McClain, 85 years young girl. She enjoys us. She's sight impaired, and she enjoys listening to us on the broadcast.
Still to this day, the best notes that I get, the best notes that we get are from people who have vision issues or whatever. Well, maybe now we'll get them from people who just don't want to pay that much for NBC Boston either way. But you get the point that we're here for you no matter what.
Yeah. The gentleman just said a minute ago, said he's a custodian. And he said, I listen to you guys at night. That's great.
Tatum gets the free throws. Hey, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, you're our people. 3-2 after the Tatum free throws. Here comes Zion. Bounce pass down low. Messi blocked from behind by Porzingis, but they call a foul. Immediately, Porzingis, with his hands on his hips, looks to the Boston bench. And Joe Mazzulla does not want to use a challenge 49 seconds into a game.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was all ball. And Porzingis was so high, he actually blocked the shot with his wrist. Celtics are not going to challenge because you've got a 66% free throw shooter, and you don't want to use it 49 seconds into the game.
Well, if you're right, I don't care. Right is right. Wrong is wrong.
You don't have unlimited challenges. Messi hits the first free throw. Great story. Our friend Mark Spears wrote a great piece on Anscape about Messi, who had an older brother who was actually born in Germany, grew up in Cameroon. Awkward free throws, but they're good, and New Orleans leads 5-2. Brother actually played here at Harvard 9-10 years ago. Jason Tatum, guarded by DeJounte Murray. What did not work out with he and Trae Young. Porzingis, bounce pass, turn to the corner for Jaylen Brown. He's going to back it out. Now started his drive with the right hand, pull up on the move. Tough 10-footer, bounces out. He really forced that. Derek White knocks the rebound away from Messi and comes up with it near half court and gets it away to Tatum. Tatum attacks, kick to the left corner. Holiday, tough angle three, no good. Rebound, Porzingis keeps it alive. Holiday comes up with it, throws it all the way out to Derek White, swings to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen puts it to the floor. Drives and reach out. Yeah, Trey Murphy couldn't get it loose. Porzingis, his three is no good. Another long rebound. It comes right to Derek White. Put back three is no good. And the Celtics missing a ton of shots. They missed their first 5, but at least they're getting offensive rebounds that they didn't get the other night. Zion for Murphy. Now it's in the hands of Yves Messi. Turn of the corner. Driving. Murphy runs it up. Porzingis looked like he got a piece of it, but it deflects off his fingertips and in. And New Orleans with a 7-2 lead. Celtics are 0 for 5. 2 minutes in. Drew Holiday puts in the hands of Jaylen Brown. He's got a pretty good look. Right side three. Comes up short. Rebound going to go out of bounds. And what Cedric Maxwell is about to tell you is that when you're not shooting well, he does not want to see 5 of the first 6 shots being from 3.
Yeah, maybe just get towards that rim attacking. The only basket you have so far, points you have, is Tatum going towards the hole.
Getting free throws. All right, here's Zion. Playing in his 8th game this year, moves to McCollum. He slides away from Derek White into a wide-open 3, but he misses it. Celtics dodge one, and the rebound for Tatum. 7-2, New Orleans by 5. Ball in the hands of Jaylen Brown straight away. Porzingis sets the screen on Zion. Jaylen down the left side, kick back to Porzingis. Pretty good look. Straight away 3, line drive, got it.
It's such an awkward-looking shot. When you look at it, he's just flat-footed.
And it never hits the rim. It never hits the rim when it goes in. It never bounces around. Just line drives right through. Here's Zion deep on the right side against Drew Holiday. Zion ducks his shoulder, bounce pass, cutting. Murphy drops it. It's picked off the floor by Tatum. Celtics on the move. Tatum into the front court. Murphy waiting for him. Tatum dribbling right hand, left hand. Enters to Porzingis against Zion Williamson. KP turns the corner and has the ball slapped away off his own knee, out of bounds. Porzingis turns it over.
Bring that ball into the body a lot closer. You had a layup opportunity.
Got that elephant-giraffe matchup with Porzingis and Zion. And Zion had missed so many games, then he got suspended the other night. Didn't play in Philadelphia, suspended by the team for a series of missing flights and being late for things. Driving, running right-hander is good for DeJounte Murray.
Murray's always been good against the Celtics.
He was part of that 30-point comeback last year in Atlanta. Drew Holiday shovels back to Tatum. 9-5, New Orleans by 4. Tatum, right-hand dribble, looking for an opening at the elbow. Lures Messi out. Stares into the eyes of the rookie, switches to the right hand, blows by him, lays it up with the left hand, no good. And the rebound belongs to C.J. McCollum. Bounce pass lead to DeJounte Murray. New Orleans on the gallop here. Murphy open in the corner for 3. It is their Super Bowl, without question. The biggest games they've got remaining on a schedule that is going nowhere.
He came back yet.
Yeah, Porzingis just joining the play now. 12-5 is the 7-point New Orleans lead. Former Pelican Drew Holiday bounce pass to Tatum. His elbow jumper online and good. Score and a foul away from the ball. Looks like Zion bumped Porzingis, who is tying his shoe. That was what he was trying to do when he joined the play. They actually called this on Murray.
Murray pushing the back there. Let me see. Let me get this straight. So you scored another basket in the paint.
1 for 6 outside. 1 for 3 inside, but you've earned a couple of free throws.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. The beauty of taking threes, you know, and the numbers you get, great. But the opportunities, again, it's a lower percentage shot.
3-point play, 2 for Tatum, 1 for Porzingis, getting fouled as the shot was going in. So it's 12-8, New Orleans by 4. West starting to reassert itself in this West-East matchup over the last few days. Turn of the corner. Driving in deep, McCollum throws out to DeJounte Murray. Up fakes on Jaylen Brown. Good job by Jaylen on McCollum. Forces the kick out. Javonte Green in the corner hits a 3. Javonte Green came in early. That was an early hook for Zion. He only played 4 minutes. Javonte Green, the former Celtic, puts New Orleans up by 7. Tatum steps to his left. Way off on a 3, but an offensive rebound comes right to Porzingis. No big under the rim and an easy putback. Celtics, by my math, have 4 offensive rebounds already. DeJounte Murray drives. He floats it way up in the air. Messi's able to come up with it. Porzingis is there, so Messi just catches, throws out of the wing. 3, rims out, and then back in again for DeJounte Murray. That's enough for Joe Mazzulla. Another bad start for the Celtics here. They've missed 8 of their first 11 shots. New Orleans 6 of 7 to begin the game, and the Celtics quickly down by 8. 5:17 gone by. New Orleans 18, Boston 10 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You can help an old lady get across the street, save somebody from choking when they're out to eat. But there's one thing that'll help you the most. It's giving blood while you relax and read the Morning Post. Good karma by the pint. Get blood. Donate blood and then you just might save 3 people's lives and get a season's worth of good vibes.
Visit Rhode Island Blood Center to get your good karma by the pint.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out.
Oh, Downy in the rinse change.
Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Connect with Boston's Home for Sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
All right, Celtics off to another rough start. They trail 18-10 midway through the first quarter. Meanwhile, they were tending to the left leg of Zion Williamson, playing just his 8th game of the year. He only played 4 minutes, and then he came out replaced by the former Celtic Javonte Green. Zion has played just 191 games in the 6 years he has been in the NBA. He played 70 last year, but this year it's kind of been back to the last couple of years where you just didn't know if he was ever going to play.
Well, they extended that contract. It gave him a nice package. And, not sure about the choice there.
And it's almost like he makes Joel Embiid look like Luke Eric. I mean, wow. Drew Holiday into the front court. And to Tatum. Murray down in his defensive stance. Tatum turns the corner. He's got a step, drives in deep. Has the ball punched away out of bounds as he gets near the rim. I don't know if that was Messi or maybe McCollum got a hand on it. Celtics will keep it with 10 to shoot.
You know, a lot of these calls the Celtics are looking for just haven't been there.
Cavs score the first 10 in their game against Indiana. Cleveland, OKC just running away and hiding. Tatum. Triggers, under out of bounds, and safe for the Porzingis. Shot clock is already down to 7 as Derek White has it out in the logo. Porzingis sets a high screen. Derek White moves away from McCollum. Drop back to Porzingis. He up fakes. Returns it to Derek White. Barely has time to get away at 3. It's no good. Porzingis had to take that shot, and he did it. Messi can't grab the defensive rebound. Tatum steals it from him. Porzingis finds a relocating Jaylen Brown for an open 3.
Whoa.
It's an air ball, but an offensive rebound put back for Drew Holiday. Score and a foul, and Jaylen Brown is all smiles as the Celtics shot the ball so poorly, they got a break.
Whoa. I mean, did somebody open the door there? It's been a draft. I mean, he didn't hit the rim. It didn't even hit the floor.
Jaylen Brown is already dropping into the bottom 10% of three-point shooters in the NBA at 32%. Al Horford and Peyton Pritchard going to check in.
You think how the amazing time when he was 5 trades in a row.
Against Minnesota.
Against Minnesota, and since then, just kind of up and down.
Well, the reason Minnesota they didn't guard him in that game was because he wasn't shooting the 3 well, and that started a little 3 or 4 game run. But for the most part, Jaylen got off to a really good start shooting the ball. And after that, with the exception of a game here and there, it's not been good, and that's a big difference for the Celtics this year. They've been a high-volume three-point shooting team, but they haven't shot the ball well. Celtics are an average three-point shooting team and a below-average two-point shooting team. 18-13, New Orleans by 5. DeJounte Murray, long, lean form, turns the corner, hand to C.J. McCollum. Played with Damian Lillard all those years in Portland. McCollum left-hand dribble, turns the corner on Pritchard, runs it with the right hand. Off the window and in. Team's getting to the rim here. New Orleans by 7. The Pelicans are 7 of 8 to begin the game. Drew Holiday steps back into the left corner, misses a 3, long rebound. Holiday keeps it alive, but McCollum will control it.
Repack.
Celtics with 5 offensive rebounds already. McCollum dribbles around. Porzingis gets to the corner, aims a 3, no good. He forced that. Porzingis grabs the rebound, his second. Celtics plus 4 on the glass early on, but they have struggled to shoot the ball here. 4 of 16. Tatum down the left side. Step back, leans into contact for Murphy, gets the contact he needs. Not much. Willie Green, I'm not too happy about that, but Tatum will get free throws.
That's a good play, though. This time win the paint. Gets his man up in the air. Go post fake. Then you go right into the hands. Good play.
Hey, you look at the team we're seeing now. Zion's already been out. And we're about to see a really interesting young player, Jordan Hawkins from UConn. First-round pick from last year. And you don't have Herb Jones here, and you don't have Brandon Ingram. there's a reason that people thought New Orleans was not only a playoff team in the West, they were like a dark horse contender in the Western Conference.
Elite when you think about their talent, what they're able to do, but just can't be healthy. And when you're not healthy, some bad things are going to happen.
You got to write this year off and figure out, is Brandon Ingram going to be on this team in 2026? Tatum gets the free throws. Celtics remarkably only down 5 here, despite New Orleans going 7 of 9 to begin the game and 4 of 6 from 3. There comes Murray, challenged by Tatum. Kick out, pretty good look for Javonte Green, but he sails that 3. Horford deflects the rebound to Tatum. Jason Tatum into the front court, dribbles away from Messi. Lobs an entry, caught by Porzingis. Throws back out to a wide open Al Horford. He's due. 3, though, comes up short. Rebound belongs to Messi.
You and your do package.
You're trying.
You are.
McCollum has Horford slide his feet in front of him. Kick back out. Deep 3. DeJounte Murray is good.
DeJounte Murray loves seeing the green coming.
New Orleans shooting 73% from the floor. 5 of 8 from 3. Should be up by more than 8. 23-15.
Yep.
Celtics have been an elite first quarter team this year, but not lately. Tatum, bounce pass for Porzingis. Right side 3, a little bit short. Rebound Messi. New Orleans could take a double-digit lead now. Less than 8 minutes into the game, DeJounte Murray spins away from Drew Holiday into a straightaway open 3. Got it.
Murray hits himself in the chest.
11-point New Orleans lead. 6 of 9 from 3. Peyton Pritchard. Right-hand dribble, blows by C.J. McCollum, scoops it high off the window and in.
Layup.
Well, he beat, McCollum shouldn't get beat by Pritchard that easily. Entry, caught down low by Javonte Green, wearing that familiar white T-shirt under the white uniform, kicks out to McCollum, who started his drive, and Drew Holiday said, "You're not getting by me," and he threw the shoulder into him and knocked him backwards. Commits the foul.
Zion about to come back in this game, so apparently it was just something minor. I'm sure if you're a New Orleans fan, you must go on minor. Anytime Zion goes on the floor, we don't think anything minor at all.
He was terrifying at Duke. Obviously, the runaway #1 pick in the draft, 2019.
He has had some games here that have been unbelievable.
He had a great game against the Celtics down in New Orleans in his second year in the pandemic year. Down the left side, Murray. Kick out, C.J. McCollum attacks Holiday, runs it with the right hand. Holiday blocked that shot. McCollum will go to chase it down. He's got 2 on the shot clock. He enters to Zion, who dives in, scoops, misses the shot. Rebound Horford. That was a pretty good shot to get away with 2 on the shot clock. Tatum, offensive end with Boston down by 9. Tatum spinning into the paint, force it with the right hand. Whoa. It bounces in. That's a great individual play by Tatum, but that was him just trying to force it, and the Pelicans throw away the outlet. And now Horford just grabs it away from a fan because he wants to inbound that ball immediately.
Yeah, hold me. Hey, look what I got. I got the ball. No, you don't.
Peyton Pritchard. Boston down by 7. Here's the entry, Tatum. Tatum trying to assert himself much earlier than he normally does. He shoos DeJounte Murray away, misses the free throw line jumper, and the rebound deflected and eventually controlled by Hawkins. DeJounte Murray into the front court, right-hand dribble, steps around Tatum, gets to the free throw line, picks up his dribble, bounce pass to the cutter. McCollum pull up, 12-foot baseline jumper is good.
Boy, that's in his arsenal. He is one of the best spot-up jump shooters we've seen.
28-19. Over the shoulder pass, Pritchard gives Porzingis a wide-open 3 swish. I'm trying to remember a Porzingis 3 that hit the rim and then went in. 28-22. Celtics down by 6 and very lucky to be there. DeJounte Murray, low dribble, over the shoulder pass. Here comes Zion. Driving against Al Horford, spins. Horford reaches out, knocks the ball away. That should be a jump ball.
Wow. Yeah, predictable. Instead of going up with his left hand, going towards the rim, went back to his left, and Al played the left hand and was able to catch it before he got off his fingertips.
Celtics have hit the snooze button a couple of times. Let's see if they're ready to join the party. 2:21 to go, opening quarter. New Orleans 28, Boston 22 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 faves for $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Celtics coverage on the Sports Hub is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Peace of mind is a valuable thing, especially when it comes to you and your family. Whether it's your auto, home, or life insurance, Amica has policies that fit your specific needs. And their friendly and knowledgeable representatives will work with you to make sure you have the right amount of coverage in place. Visit Amica.com to learn more.
DraftKings has the tools to help you play within your limits. Don't budge on your budget. With the options to set time limits and deposit limits, schedule time away from play, manage your payment methods, and keep track of your recent stats. You'll have all the tools to create a winning game plan. Because when it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rg.draftkings.com for more info.
The season is here, and so is your chance to experience all the thrilling Celtics basketball live and in the stands. As the official marketplace of the NBA, Ticketmaster has got you covered with the largest selection of seats of any ticketing marketplace. Don't miss any of the action. Grab your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics.
Hi, Cedric Maxwell. As a former professional basketball player, 2-time world champion, and calling the games at 98.5 The Sports Hub, fans know I love the Green Team. I want to share my experience with another amazing Green Team, FindMassMoney.gov. Did you know that 1 in 10 people have unclaimed property from things like an uncashed check, refund from an overpaid bill, or long-forgotten savings account? I found money, and so can you. FindMassMoney.gov is a free service from the Massachusetts State Treasury Office. Visit FindMassMoney.gov and see if you have any green waiting for you.
The Celtics play here, the Sports Hub.
Rex is proud to be the official corporate card of the Celtics. You want to read this commercial too? That was a whole commercial break, which is you. Brex cards help over 25,000 companies make every dollar count. Learn more at brex.com/grow. Celtics down by 6 here late in the first quarter.
When they use this for commercials.
You were like, that was like Kevin Harlan.
Absolutely.
My guy Kevin does every commercial. It's phonetics. It's like he's on every commercial.
Yeah, I was trying to get this game where it's
Yeah, they tried to get Cornette, but it's not a substitute. Well, Daniel Tice came in the game for New Orleans.
This is interesting.
Cornette, did he not go to the scores table? Did he not report? Did he just try to walk onto the floor? Porzingis and Zion will jump it. Porzingis wins it easily back to Al Horford. So the Celtics have Holiday, Pritchard, Horford, Porzingis, Tatum on the floor. Cornette waiting to check in. Zion is back in the game for New Orleans. Drew Holiday, left-hand dribble, ball fake, runs it off the glass, no good. He faked everybody out with his head, and then he missed the layup. C.J. McCollum bounce pass for Daniel Tice, who dives in past Al Horford and scores.
A couple of Celtic players have scored so far, ex-Celtic players.
Daniel Tice and Javonte Green, both on that same team in what ended up being the pandemic year 5 years ago. Peyton Pritchard, strong down the left side, beats Hawkins, gets to the rim, and misses the layup, but an offensive rebound punched in by Al Horford. That is twice the Celtics have recovered from bad shots with offensive rebound putbacks. Celtics have 7 offensive rebounds already. They had 8 on Friday night. Zion Williamson backs down Al Horford. Bounce pass out to DeJounte Murray. Clean look at a 3. Got it. Ooh, this is...
Every time he sees the Celtics team.
Well,
he was in Atlanta, man. He was unconscious.
The problem isn't that he's seeing the Celtic team. The problem is he's seeing no Celtics in front of him when he's shooting. 33-24, New Orleans by 9. Ugly 2 quarters in a row here for the Celtics. Fourth quarter of the other night. Tatum steps to his left and drills a tough 3. The Celtics are fortunate to only be down 6 here. There is no doubt about that. Tatum is carrying them here, 11 points in 11 minutes. DeJounte Murray, bounce pass. Here comes Zion, head of steam, but he's going to throw back out to Murray, who's open again, but he misses the 3. Rebound knocked away from Horford, out of bounds by Zion. My goodness.
That was so cute.
DeJounte Murray's got, hang on, he's got 17 in the first quarter, and they haven't guarded him yet.
Al Horford got the rebound and gave his wife a little pucker. Just sitting right there on the baseline. God bless you, man. You got points there. You go home tonight, you might even get a meal.
Who knows what he was in trouble for before this?
Hey, I wouldn't say no more than that.
Jason Tatum against DeJounte Murray out of the logo. 2 for 1 here for the Celtics. Tatum knows it, so he's going to take the quick three. Short front iron. Cornette got a hand on the rebound, but it comes down to Zion Williamson. 6-second differential on the 2 clocks. Holiday slows him down. New Orleans by 6. DeJounte Murray against Peyton Pritchard straight away. DeJounte Murray, a 17-point first quarter. He's averaging 16 a game. Push pass for Hawkins. Left-hand dribble to the free throw line. He's open. His jumper's good.
All right.
Open shot after open shot. Tatum with 10 seconds to go. New Orleans shooting 7 of 11 from 3. 65% from the floor. Tatum with 5 seconds. Tatum coming downhill. Elevates a little finger roll off the window and in. And Jason Tatum just keeping the Celtics afloat here. Zion, half-court runner, is in the air. Off the glass, and that's it. And that's how the first quarter will come to an end with the Celtics very fortunate to only be down by 6. End of 1 at the Garden. New Orleans 35, Boston 29 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Cadillac knows that icons aren't just born, they're made. Just like the vibrant, all-electric Lyric. Elevate your style in a Cadillac, the official luxury vehicle of the Boston Celtics.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Heading to a game at the Garden this season, do what I do. Get there without the traffic torment and just take the train. With Commuter Rail, kids 11 and under always ride free and enjoy later nighttime service after the game. And if the game's on a weekend, ride with $10 weekends. Get tickets on board or with the M-Ticket app.
What does the future hold for business? Can someone invent a crystal ball? Until then, over 41,000 businesses have future-proofed their business with NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud ERP, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one platform. With real-time insights and forecasting, you're able to peer into the future and seize new opportunities. Download the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning for free at netsuite.com/Celtics. That's netsuite.com/Celtics. Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
To the second quarter we go at TD Garden. The first quarter was brought to you by the Ford F-150. And your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, the #1 selling pickup and #1 truck in brand loyalty. That was a pretty ugly quarter for the Celtics, who, stop me if I've said this 12 times already. Fortunate to only be down 6. Now Jose Alvarado in the game for the first time, playing with Trey Murphy, Daniel Tice, Brandon Boston, who's a really interesting player to me. And Hawkins attacking Murphy, floats with the right hand, no good. On the rebound for Cornette. He got to the rim, though. It is distressing how easily New Orleans is getting shots here. Sam Hauser in the game for the first time, playing with Pritchard, Cornette, Jaylen Brown. The corner three is good for Peyton Pritchard. Step back away from Alvarado.
I see Brown. Brown just kind of take this game over. He needs one of those things to get him right.
Alvarado dribbles to the elbow, throws back out to Hawkins. Jaylen Brown there defensively, sliding his feet, making Hawkins work. Jaylen right on him, forces the kick out. Jaylen's been good defensively here, hasn't had a lot of company at the start of the game. Murphy, tough step back on Hauser, misses the three. Good defense again. Rebound Cornette. Here comes Pritchard up the right side. Got to be careful of Alvarado behind him. He drives strong, throws to the left corner, waiting. Hauser three. Nope. Got his shot, but he's missing him. And the rebound for Trey Murphy. Sam Hauser right around the NBA average, 37% from three. Murphy switches to the left hand, drives in deep, and scores over Cornette. That was a tough shot.
Hell of a move. Going back against the body. It looked like Cornette was about to block it.
Yeah, it looked like Cornette had taken the rim away from him. Pritchard for Cornette. Goes to the left side, waiting is Horford for three. Now another Celtic in a three-point shooting slump. It dipped down to 36%. 37-35, New Orleans by 2. Alvarado bounce pass. Tice diving in. Crazy scoop shot almost went in off the top of the backboard. He got fouled on the way in by Luke Cornett. And this is a dude that you and I really enjoyed being around. And he was just a very good Boston Celtic at an important time in the franchise history.
Yeah, I mean, if it hadn't been for the certain guys who played down that Bam
on a bio. That's the
number.
And specifically in the series you're talking about, Tice hits the first free throw. It was the Eastern Conference Finals in the bubble in Orlando. But Daniel Tice played 257 games here. Think about, perspective. I just said Zion. That's a lot more than Zion has played for New Orleans. Tice played for the Celtics. He played in the finals. Remember, came back. He left and came back. And was on the team that went to the finals in 2012. He gets the free throws, 39-35. Teamed up with a former teammate of his in Germany, Brad Wanamaker, on that 2020 team. Jaylen Brown drives, struck from behind by Alvarado, but he got fouled. That might have been, of course, we can't have a game without a foul on Daniel Tice. And the war on Tice continues. Oh, that's a bad call.
Daniel Tice wants to challenge.
Yeah, they should. They're going to win this challenge. Question, and did Alvarado get possession, or will they just have to jump it because everybody stopped with the whistle? So Willie Green's going to challenge, and he's going to win this one. Imagine if Brad Stevens had been able to challenge all those fouls on Tice over the years, how many would have gotten overturned. 10-12 to go first half. New Orleans 39, Boston 35 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey students, get an easy A with Clinton Savings Bank's Get Real checking account for ages 16 to 25. It comes with access to over 55,000 surcharge-free all-point ATMs and has mobile banking with remote deposit. So it doesn't matter if you're in your hometown or away at school. You can do your banking anywhere right from your phone. You can also set up text notifications and add your debit card to your mobile wallet for an easier checkout. If you're over 18, you can even open an account online at clintonsavings.com. Clinton Savings Bank, member FDIC, member DIF.
Whether you're carpooling the kids to the gym or catching a game at the Garden, those parking lots have one thing in common: Ford SUVs. Because whether you're hauling gear to practice or getting the gang together on Causeway, there's a Ford SUV that's just right for you and your crew, including the Ford Explorer with seating for up to 7 and the Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes and 4x4 capability. Make your next stop your New England Ford dealers.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Well, there's actually still talking about it here. I thought it was going to be a pretty easy reversal in this coach's challenge. Comes at 10-12 to go in the first half, and the Celtics trailing by 4, 39-35. Veterans Brian Forte, Sean Corbin with C.J. Washington, the officiating crew here. And they're still talking. I think they're probably more likely talking about imminent possession. That might be the bigger issue, how they're going to solve it, because it clearly looked like it was not a foul on Tice. Jump ball. Yeah. Brian Forte.
That's why it is so important when it's a loose ball to try to get it now, because you never know what kind of call might come out of that.
I'm surprised nobody has done a commercial yet where they have those in marriage, where you get a wait a minute. I want to challenge.
Watch out, big fella.
I want to challenge that one. Celtics win the jump ball. Cornett beats Daniel Tice. Horford puts in the hands of Jaylen Brown. Celtics go back into the half court, trailing by 4. We're early in the second quarter.
Jesus.
Whoa. I mean, no need to blaspheme on Sunday, but yeah, Jaylen got away with a walk. He drives, the scoop pass under the basket, and an easy 2 for Luke Cornett. Wow.
What the hell are they thinking about? I mean,
that was bad.
He ran.
That was a bad miss. Celtics have gotten a really good whistle here in the first half, and yet they trail by 2. Murphy attacks, kick out on the right side for Alvarado. His 3 is good. And the New Orleans Pelicans, bottom 5 in the NBA in three-point shooting, are 8 of 14 to begin the night. They lead by 5, 42-37. Pritchard lobs a dangerous pass against to Jaylen Brown. He draws a double team, fights through it. Tyson Alvarado reaching for it, and they're calling a reach-in foul on Alvarado. Willie Green not happy about that one.
Looked like he had ball, though.
I think, yeah, I'm with you. Let's see, we'll get another look at the replay here. Yeah, the Celtics are getting a great whistle here. Whew, Pelicans getting the wrong end of it.
I mean, the Brown walk was so obvious. He took 2 big steps.
Jaylen Brown against Brandon Boston. It's an interesting young player I'd keep an eye on. He switches a little crossover, attacks Hawkins, finger roll, score on the foul.
Maybe
it's just too strong.
Needs. But maybe that's what he needs. One of those that go towards the rim, being aggressive, and getting his head back in, because so far in this game, Brown, who is so strong and so aggressive,
even
just
that
had it.
Even that one wasn't
squirreled in.
Unusual basketball move to create the contact as he jumped away from the rim.
But the walk.
That was a bad one.
It was so obvious. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what he did. He caught the ball. He took 2 steps and then got ready to pass. I was like, whoa, nobody else saw that?
Well, let's see if the Celtics can take advantage here, because they are only down by 2, and New Orleans should be up by 12 or more at this point. Daniel Tice. Looking for Trey Murphy. Murphy with Pritchard in front of him. Long cross court. Alvarado. Return to Trey Murphy. Back to Alvarado. Deep 3. Right side is good. My goodness, these guys are shooting it.
As soon as you tell me somebody's not shooting.
Pelicans 9 of 15 from 3. And they don't shoot a high volume either. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble. Drop back to Derek White. Into the corner. Pritchard over the outstretched reach of Tice. Misses the 3. Rebound. Alvarado knocks it away from Cornett. Out of bounds. Should be Boston ball, and it will be.
No, and Pritchard with that 3 then. He never caught the ball. He just kind of hit it, got it on his fingertips, and then finally flung it up. Normally try to get that ball on the seams and release it.
You put together that was 2 really bad quarters in a row for the Celtics. Fourth quarter Friday, first quarter tonight. Gave up, 73 points? Jaylen Brown, right-hand dribble, lob down low for Cornett. 2-hand slam. Celtics are 10 of 18 on the inside, 5 of 18 on the outside.
If they don't defend, I don't care what happens.
Trey Murphy moving to his right. Derek White trying to slide his feet in front of him. Can't. Feeds him into Cornett, though. Murphy throws out to the left corner. Hawkins 3, no good. It was open, though. And the rebound for Cornett. Celtics getting cross-matched here. Not stopping the initial point of attack, and it's creating open shots. Jaylen Brown switches to the left hand, spins back in the paint, and scores. Now, the one thing the Celtics have going for them, Tatum in the first quarter, Jaylen Brown here in the second. New Orleans physically can't stop either one of them, and that's the reason the Celtics are only down by 1. Trey Murphy, bodied up by Jaylen Brown, steps back into a rainbow 3, no good, and the rebound for Pritchard, and the Celtics actually can take the lead here. Pritchard diagonals into the front court, handed Derek White, up fakes the 3, drives on Alvarado, forces one up, and banks it home.
Finally, Celtics become the Celtics.
Wow. Timeout, Willie Green. Celtics somehow have the lead here. 7:31 to go first half. Boston 46, New Orleans 45 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the One can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All natural, boneless, and now on sale. Signature Farms chicken at Shaw's and Star Market. Now through Thursday, get value pack Signature Farm boneless chicken breast or thighs for just $2.47 a pound when you use your digital coupon. Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Hurry in and bring home the tender, juicy, all-natural chicken on sale. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Win some, lose some, but always be in the know. At DraftKings, we put your play and performance history all in one place with the My Stat Sheet tool. Get a breakdown of your recent activity with an overview of your deposits, withdrawals, contests, wagers, and more. Use My Stat Sheet to stay on top of your spending so you can stay on top of your game. Because when it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rg.draftkings.com for more info.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics with a lead here, 46-45. Still not quite sure how they have done this, but shooting it much better here in the second quarter. Jason Tatum physically and Jaylen Brown physically. Just too much for the Pelicans to handle. Tatum had 13 in the first quarter. Jaylen Brown getting to the rim the last 2 times down after an 0-for-4 start, and the Celtics climbing out of an 11-point hole. Lead 46-45 with 7:31 to go here in the first half.
Well, I mean, you're talking about defensively, what you're going to do. And you see New Orleans shooting it like that. You got to figure that they're going to come back to the pack shooting the basketball. But, man, early on, New Orleans just a lot of guys knocking down shots. Alvarado, not the three-point shooter, hits 2 of them.
Zion, pull up on Horford. That little lefty 10-footer bounces in. Pelicans regain the lead.
Went to get a play for him.
Yeah, Zion had not scored. Jaylen Brown floats it to Derek White. Spacing is terrible here. Pritchard runs free on the wing, misses a 3. Rebound. Tice saves him going out of bounds into the hands of Alvarado. Diagonal lead for Zion. Up the left side, Horford waiting for him. Zion likes to dribble himself into rhythm, but instead he gives it up to Alvarado. Alvarado drives, floats it with the right hand. I thought maybe he thought Tice was going to drive to the rim. He didn't. Shot or a lob, whatever it was, comes up way short.
Derek White needs to find himself, too.
He certainly does. Derek White challenged by Zion. Pass back towards Jaylen Brown. Deflected out of bounds by Brandon Boston.
Boston had that game against the Celtics in L.A., 27 points. Like it did it like in a half.
Of course, played at Kentucky. Finish that thought. I think Brandon Boston is an interesting player to look at. We're talking about young wings. Jaylen Brown enters to Cornet. Deflection on the kick out, but Pritchard's got it. Pritchard with a shot clock down to 1. Steps back away from Alvarado. Hits a big 3.
That was a hell of a shot. Shot clock going down. Had to step back and launch.
Celtics have gone from 11 down to up by 2. 49-47. Long cross-court, tough pass. Boston saves it. And they swing it around the horn. Murphy enters to Zion against Al Horford. Left-hand dribble, drives, runs it up, no good. He was looking for contact. Horford pulled away and gets the rebound. Pritchard drop back to Derek White. Deep 3, short, front rim, rebound, Tice. Derek White trying to shoot himself out of this slump. Zion. Kick back, Alvarado sets himself, straight away 3, no good, back iron to the rebound, Horford, and now a little regression to the mean for the Pelicans shooting-wise. After that hot start, Peyton Pritchard dribbling low, lobs it, Horford in close, catches and misses off the window. He's always trying to force that in fear of it getting blocked, but there's no shot blocker out there. Murphy stripped to the ball by Derek White. He was fumbling it, dribbling high, and Derek White got a fingertip on it. White, bounce pass lead, catches Jaylen Brown. No look on the inside to Cornet for the 2-hand slam.
Wow. I mean, you're right on the edge of your seats right now with the Celtics.
11-2 run, Celtics by 4. 51-47, 5:12 to go first half. Zion deep on the left side. Al Horford playing way away from him, but it's like the progress of Daniel Tice got impeded by Luke Cornet.
Tatum coming back in this game. Good job then by Pritchard, though. Knocking out some shots that Really didn't look like they were going in.
Celtics 9 of 14 in the quarter. Climbing out of an 11-point hole to lead by 4. 5:04 to go in the first half. C.J. McCollum, bounce entry of Zion against Al Horford. Switches to that left hand. He always does that. He misses the first shot. He gets fouled after grabbing an offensive rebound, which I believe is just the second for New Orleans tonight. And if you're screaming it out here, you know it, and I know he's going left. You better believe Al Horford knows him, and he's playing him that way, and that's why Zion's not getting good shots.
Zion not getting good shots at all. And I think his foot almost like it was out of bounds when he caught that basketball. Kind of drug it back.
Zion hits the first free throw. Not a good free throw shooter.
What could have been? Not already, though. You think you want to give him that,
well, he's 24.
that chance, and you said,
he's 24
okay.
years old. I mean, but there are so many questions from people that know better than us about his lack of conditioning, which he knew was going to be a problem.
Why? Because he moved New Orleans?
Well, the New Orleans element is an interesting one that you add to it. Free throw is good for Zion. 51-49, Boston by 2. And I'll tell you why I think it's a little bit silly. Jaylen Brown drives right side, overruns his dribble. Zion knocks it away. DeJounte Murray, lead for C.J. McCollum. He attacks, runs it off the window and in, and just like that, we're tied at 51.
Brown has to find himself. He, right now, is just in that funky area along with Derek White.
4:32 to go first half. Celtics and Pelicans tied at 51. Jaylen Brown, bodied up by C.J. McCollum, now starts his drive, exposes the ball, turns it over again. Zion saw that coming. Bounce pass, lead to DeJounte Murray. Lob for Zion. He misses the dunk, but he got fouled by Jaylen Brown. Zion takes a tough tumble into the stanchion. Looks like he's okay. That would have been the highlight of highlight. And Jaylen Brown said, I'm going to have Zion shoot free throws rather than be the lead on SportsCenter.
Second turnover there by Brown, though.
In a row.
I don't know if he would got it if Brown had fouled it, though. He was going so fast.
The reason I reject that narrative about New Orleans is that there's great food everywhere. If you have an eating problem, I understand that New Orleans is amazing food-wise, but whatever Zion, if Zion has issues, he would have them anywhere. Well, it's not just that he's in New Orleans.
What Sean Grady says sometimes when we're downtown. Find me a good place that has healthy food.
Find a vegetable down there?
Yeah, okay.
We'll find out in a couple of weeks. It's going to be interesting. The Celtics visiting both Los Angeles and New Orleans this month. Two cities that have been really emotionally affected. Tatum's entry knocked away from Porzingis. 3 straight turnovers. Zion coming the other way. Thundering downhill. Switches to the left hand and scores. 8 straight for the Pelicans. 6 of them for Zion. And New Orleans goes from down 4 to up 4. And this looks just like that third quarter stretch the other night with turnover after turnover after turnover. Celtics offense has been really ugly so far in the first game and a half of this couple of games at home. Tatum, step back on Murphy. Tough 3, short. Rebound. Horford had it offensively, and the loose ball foul is drawn. Tell you what, Al is competing here.
Everybody else is going to have to compete, too.
It is remarkable how many good shooters have seemingly gone into a slump at the same time.
Yeah. But, okay, if you're a Celtic fan, you're saying, well, this isn't the worst time to be in the slump right now. Because if you can come out of this in the spring, you're going to be in good shape. But so far, what you're seeing is everybody almost seems like they have the same cold.
Cavs are up by 8 late in the first half of their game.
They are just killing it.
That's amazing. Both New Orleans, both Cleveland and OKC on 72-win paces. Derek White picks up his dribble, finds Porzingis straightaway 3, another line drive swish.
Almost another turnover. Derek White with quick hands able to grab that ball that was just knocked away from him.
A unicorn player with a unicorn shot. 55-54, New Orleans by 1. Zion really feeling good now. Bounce entry in deep. Messi steps to his right, blocked by Porzingis into the hands of Jaylen Brown. Celtics can regain the lead now. Jaylen angles to his left. Zion looking for another steal. Went hunting. This time Jaylen keeps the dribble alive. Kick out Holiday. Gives him a clean look and nails the 3. Zion thought he could get a 3rd straight steal from Jaylen Brown. He could not.
It was right there. And Brown just has to pick that basketball up.
Back-to-back 3s by Porzingis and Holiday. Celtics by 2, 57-55. 2:45 to go first half. DeJounte Murray, 17 in the first quarter, drives in deep, and he misses his easiest shot yet. Porzingis, though, couldn't grab the rebound. Murray takes it away from him. Messi flies in, grabs the loose ball, throws a bounce pass out to Murphy, who hits a 3. Celtics could not secure a defensive rebound. That's what killed him on Friday night. Derek White pressure to the backcourt. Pelicans regain a lead here. Derek White, McCollum on his shoulder. Bounce pass for Tatum. Tatum steps into the baseline, forces one up off the glass, no good. Porzingis takes a wild tap at the rebound with Tatum in there too, and Tatum is the one who's going to be credited with the basket. 2 Celtics there for an offensive rebound. DeJounte Murray attacks the paint, no look. Messi couldn't catch it. DeJounte Murray chased it down to the corner. Murray with Holiday on his shoulder, floats it up, blocked by Porzingis. They both go down, so 4-on-4 the other way. Jaylen Brown trying to bounce pass it ahead to Holiday, and a good heads-up play by Trey Murphy to kick that away to take 2 points off the board.
Yeah, you grabbed that basketball, you had a layup. These are those little things you talk about. Taking advantage. You got advantage. Here's a great defensive play, Porzingis. You get the ball, you come down, Brown is in the middle. Make a good, decisive read with a cutter, and you get a layup.
5 shot blocks tonight for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, free throw line, bounce pass. Here's Porzingis coming strong, and he is fouled. McCollum had no choice, just trying to reach out, give Porzingis free throws to prevent the dunk.
It's funny, though.
The free throws for Porzingis, 10 second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Media Group Station.
Grady Mack sold out TD Garden. Another rough start for the Celtics. Fell behind by 11. Should have been more. Gave the Pelicans a ton of open shots in that first quarter, but Jason Tatum carried the Celtics for the first quarter. 4 for Jaylen Brown and Porzingis here in the second. Turned it around. Porzingis misses a free throw. The Celtics, who trailed earlier by 11, are up by 2. 60-58, 1:41 to go until the break. DeJounte Murray. Push pass for C.J. McCollum. Steps back into an awkward 3, no good. And Tatum snags the rebound away from Messi.
Good job by Tatum on the backside. Those are little things.
15-4 for Tatum here in the first half. Derek White. Drop back for Drew Holiday. Lob entry deflected. Porzingis pulls it away from Messi. Saves Holiday a turnover. 8 of the shot clock for Jaylen Brown against C.J. McCollum. Jaylen Brown, stop and start, drives baseline, kick out of the wing. Derek White will fall away, tough 3, rims out. That would have been a crazy good shot. Pelicans have the rebound, looking to tie or better. DeJounte Murray has not scored in the second quarter after getting 17 in the first. Left-hand dribble, beats Holiday, gets in deep, but he throws out to the corner where Javonte Green hits another 3.
Javonte Green, very much a spot shooter. Remember when he first came in, more of a highlight package? Now has the ability to knock down that tray ball.
Pelicans average about 11 threes a game. They have made 11 in the first half, and they lead by 1, 61-60. Lob, Tatum catches, gets bumped, knocked down by DeJounte Murray. Pelicans do not have a foul to give, so Tatum will shoot free throws here, down by 1 with 50.3 to go in the first half.
Great look then. That lob over, nobody paid attention at all. Tatum maybe catch it in stride and get fouled. Small things.
Celtics trying to keep pace with the Knicks, who blew out Milwaukee today at Madison Square Garden. Big day for Jalen Brunson. Knicks. Cleveland is up 10.
Knicks needed that game.
Yeah, Knicks have been floundering a little bit. They keep the Bucks and the Magic at bay. Tatum gets the first free throw. Patriots, Mike Vrabel come to an agreement. I'm sure they'll make that announcement official once Adam Schefter reports it. We all just assume it's true. Buffalo won easily today. The NFL playoffs. Sean Silver will update you on the Packers and the Eagles. Free throw is good for Tatum, 62-61. Celtics by 1, 42 seconds to go in the first half. C.J. McCollum switches to the right hand, drives on Porzingis, floats it out to the wing. Derek White saw it coming, picked it off. Here's the outlet, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen running, dribbles it off his own foot, saved by Holiday. Back for Porzingis, who launches a quick 3. It's no good. He wanted to get the 2 for 1. He did, but he missed the shot. Now a 5-second differential on the 2 clocks as we count it down in the first half. Celtics has given up, 97, 98 points in the last 3 quarters here at home to Sacramento and New Orleans. 4 on the shot clock, 9 on the game clock. Here comes McCollum, kick out. Javonte Green couldn't be more open, but he airballs the 3. Tatum grabs the rebound, 3 seconds to go. Tatum at half court, launches wide right, and that will do it for the first half, in which the Celtics got off to a very slow start, but miraculously, they've got the lead. Sean Silver scores around the NBA. NFL playoffs. Mike Vrabel update will get you everything, and then back here at the Garden as the Celtics try to salvage the back half of this Western Conference weekend homestand. They lead the Pelicans 62-61. It's halftime on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that makes sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
This time Jalen keeps the dribble alive. Kick out Holiday, gives him a clean look, and nails the three. Zion thought he could get a third straight steal from Jaylen Brown. He could not.
It was right there. And Brown just has to pick that basketball up.
Back-to-back threes by Porzingis and Holiday. Celtics by 2, 57-55.
Welcome into our Waltham studios. I'm Sean Silver with your Celtics halftime. And 24 minutes into this one, the C's lead the New Orleans Pelicans at TD Garden by a 62-61 margin. You heard there Drew Holiday hitting a triple. There have been some flurries of offense from the C's, but nothing really sustained here in this game. And the lull continues, if you will. I mean, Celtics are so close to a 60-win pace. You can't complain all that much, but they're just 500 their past 12 games. Everybody looks at the playoffs as the most important thing, right? You want to go back-to-back. But when you're in the midst of an 82-game regular season and your team's inconsistent, well, fans getting a bit concerned around here. They flopped at home against Sacramento on Friday night. Tonight, a lesser Pelicans team giving them a game for sure. That 62-61 halftime score. This one started off with the Pelicans looking sharp pretty much right from the jump.
DeJounte Murray, long, lean form, turns the corner, hand to C.J. McCollum. Played with Damian Lillard all those years in Portland. McCollum, left-hand dribble, turns the corner on Pritchard, runs it with the right hand. Off the window and in. Team's getting to the rim here. New Orleans by 7. The Pelicans are 7 of 8 to begin the game.
They would actually open 7 of 12 in that opening quarter. One of those was a heave at the end of the first. 62% from the floor in the opening quarter. At one point, they were up double digits on Boston. Meanwhile, the Celtics started 3 of 14 from deep. They shot 32% in the opening 12, and it was 35-29 your score after one. DeJounte Murray, you heard there, in on that play with C.J. McCollum. He had 17 first-quarter points, continuing to kill Boston as he does. Jason Tatum keeping Boston in it in that opening stanza
with 13 points. Second quarter, we always say it, basketball is a game of runs, and yeah, the Celtics went on one.
Bounce pass lead, catches Jaylen Brown with no look on the inside to Kornet for the two-hand slam.
Wow. I mean, you're right on the edge of your seats right now with the Celtics.
11-2 run, Celtics by 4.
Briefly, the shots were falling, but the turnovers costly for Boston. The defense kind of leaky despite some highlight reel block shots. Yeah, they did score 33 points in the second quarter. But they had some highlight reel block shots, but the defense just kind of leaky. New Orleans briefly climbed back ahead in this one. The Celtics, if you ask this observer, lucky to go to halftime with the slimmest of leads, 62-61. Let's go inside. Our box score so far in this one, the Pelicans have shot it at 49%, so a bit off of that hot start there. They're 11 of 22, down to 50% from deep. Made all 8 of their free throw attempts. The Celtics have shot at 44%, 8 of 27 from downtown, continuing to struggle under 30%, 10 of 11 at the line. They have a 24-20 rebounding advantage. New Orleans has dished out 17 assists to Boston's 11, each team with 5 turnovers in the opening quarter. For New Orleans, they were led by Murray, as we mentioned there, with 17 points. Trey Murphy has 10 for them, 8 for Zion Williamson. For the Celtics, 17 for Jason Tatum on just 5 of 13 from the field. He has made all 6 of his free throw attempts. 13 points for Kristaps Porzingis, who has been a bit more economical. Jaylen Brown struggling in this one with a couple of turnovers. Just 2 of 5 from the field for 5 points. We'll see if he can turn it around in the second quarter. This one, 62-61 through 24 minutes. I'm Sean Silver. Headlines coming up. Then we'll send it back to Grandy and Max for the call the second half on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with Safety Insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Center in Devens, Massachusetts. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCEnighttrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Scoreboards from around the league brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Some finals in the NBA earlier today. 44 points for Jalen Brunson as the Knicks blow out the Bucks 140-106. It was the Kings winning their 7th straight, getting by the Bulls 124-119. Domantas Sabonis 22 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists in that one. And the Nuggets beat the Mavs 112 to 101. In progress, it's the Thunder not slowing down. 67-43 on the Wizards at the half. It's the Magic with a 1-point lead, 49-48 over the 76ers at the half. Cavs lead the Pacers 53-40. That one also at the half. Earlier in the day, Mike Vrabel announced as the next head coach of the New England Patriots. Press conference tomorrow at Gillette Stadium at 12 noon to announce Vrabel as the new HC of the NEP. Wildcard weekend continuing. The Bills pulled away from the Broncos in the second half. They win 31-7. Eagles clinging to a fourth quarter lead, 16-10 over the Packers. I'm Sean Silver, Sean Graney, and Cedric Maxwell with the call of the second half. Coming up on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You've always known you were going places. So whether you're continuing your journey to success or perhaps starting a new one, a Master of Science in Accounting from Eisenberg is just what you're looking for. As the #1 graduate accounting program in the Northeast, we can help open doors to the next chapter in your business career. Ready for what's next? Learn more at eisenberg.umass.edu.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service, real-time updates only in iOS mobile apps. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Typical children's vitamins are basically candy in disguise. Some are filled with 2 teaspoons of sugar, unhealthy chemicals, and other gummy additives that growing kids should never eat. That's why Hiya created the Kids Daily Multivitamin, a chewable vitamin with 15+ essential vitamins and minerals. Some kids' vitamins are filled with 5 grams of sugar, and sugar is known to contribute to a variety of health issues. Hiya is made with 0 sugar and 0 gummy additives, yet it tastes great and is perfect for picky eaters. Hiya is made with a blend of 12 organic fruits and veggies and helps support kids' immune systems, energy, brain function, mood, concentration, and more. It's also non-GMO, vegan, dairy-free, allergy-free, gelatin-free, and nut-free. Hiya is designed for kids 2 and up and sent straight to your door, so parents have one less thing to worry about. To receive 50% off your first order, go to hiyahealth.com/no sugar. Go to hiyahealth.com/no sugar and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults.
Lowe's knows how to help make your Super Bowl 59 party a touchdown. Let us help you prep your home to host with top brands like Charbroil, Blackstone, and LG, so you can be the MVP of game day. Plus, use the Lowe's app to find what you need for a seamless shopping run. Or huddle up with our Lowe's Red Vest associates to help make all your game time hosting decisions.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
This is Reliving the Green.
What a bat by DJ! 42 for Paul Pierce. A 3-pointer for Danny A. KG is locked and loaded tonight.
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
Near half court, Parker finds Capona, moves to Bargnani, who launches a 3 and hits it with 1 second to go. Rondo flips it up, no good. That was the play they wanted to run. And we are headed for overtime. At the guard, Ray Allen swings to Pierce. Left side 3. Got it. Rondo for Ray Allen coming off a screen. Quick 3. Got it. How about Ray Allen? 8 threes yesterday. He hadn't made one all night tonight, but with the money on the table and 2:05 to go in overtime, he drills it from 22. The Celtics simply too much in the extra session. They scored 22 points in overtime, and they win by 6. The final score, Boston 115, Toronto 109. 15 years ago tonight, Celtics franchise record 22 points in overtime. Kevin Garnett going over 21,000 for his career in that game as the Celtics beat Toronto. It's fun hearing some of those names. Andrea Bargnani, former #1 pick in the draft.
It's so weird hearing those names that you give me how many years ago it was. Yeah. And it shows you how fast time goes. I mean, Kevin Garnett been out of the league that long now?
Yep. Wow. Celtics will be in Toronto, by the way, on Wednesday night. Then they'll come home for 2, a rare home back-to-back. Tough one. Orlando Friday, Atlanta Saturday. And it is, schedule-wise, it is on starting Wednesday. Celtics will just be in a scramble until the All-Star break.
Well, you don't play better, you're really going to be in a scramble.
Pelicans wearing the home white, going right to left here, beginning of the third quarter, trailing by 1. McCollum bounced past Messi, blocked from behind by Jaylen Brown, but they call the foul. Messi will get free throws to begin the third quarter.
Hand in the back. That's what Brown is. Brown is saying he didn't foul it, but was a hand in the back then by Brown, and then he blocked the shot.
Messi hit a couple of free throws early in the game, hits one here.
I don't care what stats you give me. When these teams play the Celtics, all of a sudden you throw them out the window because everybody plays much better when you play against the world champions. And the Celtics have to understand that themselves.
The rookie crop hasn't really separated itself much in the NBA. Messi sort of towards the head of that class. He gets 1 or 2 free throws, and we start over again. Tie score 62. 26 seconds into the third quarter. Right now, Tatum. Out by DeJounte Murray. Kick out Porzingis. Relocates to the wing. His 3 is no good. There's a 3 by Porzingis to hit the rim and bounced out. Zion Williamson dropped for the trailer. Murray hot early, left-hand dribble. Holiday forced him to the outside, finds McCollum. Corner 3 comes up short, and Tatum snags his 6th rebound.
Everything right now, the Celtics is a struggle.
Tatum, pull-up 3, forced it over Zion. No good. Porzingis flies in, gets a hand on the offensive rebound, but eventually it comes down to Zion.
Like you see, you just don't see plays that are connected.
Off-balance 3 by Murphy is no good, and Drew Holiday has the rebound. Tie game, early third quarter. No, the Celtics are absolutely out of sync. There's no question. Derek White, he forced a 3. That's no good. Rebound Zion.
His first couple of minutes, you see them in a quarter, in a game. They've been out of sync.
Zion coming strong, floats it with that left hand, no good. They're forcing him going way too hard to his left. He has to shoot backwards. Tatum finds Holiday, right corner 3. That is way off. How could all of these good shooters be shooting so poorly at the same time? Nobody's made a shot yet here in the third. 7 shot attempts, all misses. Messi turns on Jaylen Brown, pump fake, floats it with the right hand, and he gets the bounce.
What about Messi this time? Got Brown going the other way. Brown stays on his feet. He's really going any place.
An undersized center.
And you can play in the league now with an undersized center.
But, you know, you better have more shooting skills than Messi had. Tatum with the Celtics now down by 2. Drop back to Porzingis. Swung to Holiday. He's going to drive in traffic. Finds Tatum. Open in the corner for 3. Got it. That's how it's done.
And then, even with that play, you're still kind of holding your breath.
Yeah, but that is
the correct play.
Right.
I do it. Take those words out of your mouth. What is correct play?
The correct penetration, and Tatum set to shoot the 3 in the corner. 65-64, Boston by 1. DeJounte Murray switches to the left hand, pulls up at the elbow on Tatum. Jumper circles the rim, and the rim spits it out into the hands of Holiday. Long lead.
Nice.
Tatum behind everybody. 2-hand slam. Tatum won the foot race with DeJounte Murray.
A great release there by Brown, though. I mean, he threw that from his belly.
Well, you won a game in which your star player has carried you. Tatum has done that for the Celtics here tonight on a bumpy night. 22 points, 6 rebounds. Boston by 3. Here's Zion. Again, forced to his left. Runs it off the glass. No good. Rebound Porzingis. Deflects it ahead to Holiday. Zion just 2 of 9. Drew Holiday.
He throws that rim.
Right-hand dribble. Lobs it towards Porzingis. It got deflected. Holiday can't save it. A lot of unforced turnovers here.
Yeah, everything, again, as soon as the Celtics do the right thing, then they'll turn around and do 2 things that aren't correct.
DeJounte Murray will angle it up the right side of the floor. Finds Zion. 67-64, Boston an uncomfortable 3-point lead. Messi, hand back to Zion. There's a handoff, Murphy. Didn't want that look against Holiday, so he throws back out to DeJounte Murray. He's going to take a crazy deep 3, short front iron, rebound Holiday.
Now you're making them go a little bit further out on the floor.
Derek White or Jaylen Brown driving strong past DeJounte Murray. Blocked to the rim by Macy. And going the distance, Murphy flushes hard on Derek White, scoring the foul. The block by Yves Macy, and Trey Murphy gallops the length of the floor, has a chance for three and a chance to tie the game.
What a counter play that was. EC makes the block. Good play here. And then what you don't stop the ball. Tatum let the ball go by. I'm going towards the basket here. Those are the plays again. Tatum has to pick that ball up and stop it and make it go out the other way. You let him advance by you, then he's going downhill.
Cleveland up 15 on Indiana, and Tyrese Halliburton has left that game with the same hamstring injury he suffered against the Celtics almost exactly a year ago. Three-point play for Trey Murphy. Tie score is 67 with 8:12 to go in the third. Tatum, watched by Trey Murphy, bounce past Jaylen Brown to step on Zion, stumbles in the paint. Zion punches it away. Zion has turned Jaylen Brown over 3 times here in the last quarter. Zion floats it to the left corner. 3 from Murray is no good. He took a dive trying to get a foul call. Back tap offensive rebound by Trey Murphy, just volleyed out of bounds.
I thought that was a back tap there by Tatum instead.
Willie Green just knocked that ball away from Derek White when he wanted to inbound it back to the official. To Sean Corbin. Derek White finds Tatum. Derek White 0 for 5 from 3 again. Bounce past Tatum for Porzingis. Diving in. Finger roll no good, but he gets a shot at the rebound. It sits on the back rim for an extra couple of seconds. Everybody watching Porzingis fight through 2 men and punches it up twice until it finally falls in.
Tatum, and it wasn't him. Porzingis fought for that 3 different times to get that ball up on the glass.
Going to give him a bunch of rebounds in that sequence, but Macy comes right back down on the other end and scores. Tied at 69.
We talk about doing the great things. No.
Derek White enters to Jaylen Brown. He was being held by C.J. McCollum.
See, and you're throwing the ball to areas which aren't good. And Porzingis comes in. What they say about Patrick Ewing? Dunk it. You got to dunk that thing.
Yeah, that was 3 offensive rebounds for Porzingis in that sequence. Celtics as a team are in double figures. They have many more offensive rebounds now than they did on Friday night against Sacramento. And Zion, who left the game 4 minutes in, is walking back to the New Orleans bench again.
He is not happy.
Tatum, left side, steps back away from Murphy. Tough 3 is no good on the rebound for DeJounte Murray. Tatum 7 of 17, 2 of 8 from 3. Murray moves it to the middle, nobody there. Holiday pounces on a loose ball, 3-on-2. Drew Holiday finds Jalen coming right down the middle, 2-hand slam, breaks the tie. 71-69.
The ball.
Pull up 3 in transition, knocked down by C.J. McCollum, and the Pelicans regain the lead.
Good timeout.
The Celtics are getting cross-matched, and this is Joe Mazzulla who has seen enough of this.
Great timeout here, because the way he's saying, look, he has the home run try. All of a sudden you look back and things aren't going the right way. You make a great play. Then you get back on your hunches again. And then they come back and score in transition.
Celtics 6-6 in their last 12, and they are going tooth and nail with the last place team in the Western Conference. 6:44 to go third quarter. New Orleans 72, Boston 71 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future ready as their single source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
The Celtics play here, the Sports Hub.
NetSuite Game Upgrade, brought to you by NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud ERP, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one fluid platform, netsuite.com/Celtics. To me, Al Horford is really the only guy who stepped up here. He has really flummoxed Zion Williamson. He has grabbed a bunch of rebounds in the 14 minutes he's been in the game, but the Celtics have looked uneven and to some degree disinterested defensively over this weekend.
Yes. Totally agree. Your interest level can't just
Derek
be on
White
offense.
finds Tatum cutting. He puts in the right hand and scores. He thought for a second about kicking out, and he realized he could beat Messi.
I think one of the things happened, though, Sean, also in this game is the fact that Celtics score so easily, then they just lose focus on what they're doing on their defensive end.
And they've shot it, but this is one of those games, again, if they have a regular three-point shooting night, they're way up here. Attacking left side, Javonte Green floats it over Porzingis off the window and in. And Javonte Green has had a nice return to Boston. 8 points in 7 minutes. 74-73, New Orleans by 1. Jaylen Brown gets deep in the paint, throws up an awkward shot, no good, and Messi has the rebound. It's been not a great weekend here for Jaylen. McCollum dribbles away from Jaylen Brown, muscles it up, no good. Offensive rebound, Messi had it and dropped it out of bounds.
Great move in by McCollum. Went through his legs, and Brown was trying to grab that basketball.
And, you know, in fairness, you're just getting a taste here. Zion's out of the game again, just 2 for 9 at 18 minutes. Pritchard comes to get Derek White, who is in a deep funk right now. That this is just a better version of the New Orleans team that we thought we'd see, that we haven't really seen all year. They have won 3 of their last 5. They won easily in Philadelphia on Friday night. Getting a couple of guys back today. They swing to Tatum. Left side 3 is off. And the rebound pulled down by Trey Murphy. Celtics still +6 on the glass, but they are 9 of 34 now from 3. Murphy down the middle of the floor, floats it up. Another block for Porzingis. His 3rd of the night. New Orleans retains possession. McCollum in the corner. Jaylen Brown takes the baseline away. McCollum throws a bounce pass out to Murphy. Pretty good look at a straightaway 3. Got it.
I think they might have banked it in.
Tatum was late to get there. New Orleans having their best 3-point shooting night of the year. Holiday lobs it up for Porzingis, and he cocks that right hand and throws it down hard. 77-75.
How about some defense?
New Orleans by 2. Murray gets in deep, hand up underneath. Messi blocked. Another shot block for the Celtics. 7th of the night, Jaylen Brown for Tatum. Finds Pritchard open in the corner. 3 in the air. Nope. Offensive rebound, though. Jaylen Brown. Easy putback and a bad foul by Trey Murphy.
And Jaylen Brown looks at the official like, wow, you finally called this one. But what happens, because you do it the right way, you come back, get a rebound, you play on the defensive end, and then good things happen. Brown able to get inside out, grab that basketball quickly, and then kick it off the window as it was hitting the head. Now he's talking to the official like, okay, you missed this call, you missed that call, you missed this call.
We said New Orleans is a great offensive rebounding team. They have not been tonight, although they haven't missed a lot of shots. But they are a bad defensive rebounding team, and that has showed. The Celtics, who only had 8 offensive rebounds, which is on Friday the same number that Sabonis and Trey Lyles had combined, have 12 offensive rebounds tonight and 7 shot blocks. 3-point play for Jaylen Brown. Celtics regain the lead, 78-77. Handoff C.J. McCollum. McCollum pulls up on Pritchard, 18 feet. Jumper bounces out, rebound Porzingis. 4 Celtics under the basket to grab that defensive rebound. Tatum. Offensive end, push past Jaylen Brown. Deep against Daniel Tice. Jaylen goes behind his back, attacks, spins, fades, hits.
Now, that's Brown. That is the MVP that I know. Great move going to the interior. This time back off the back foot with separation.
7 straight for the Celtics. They lead by 3, 80-77. This game, as Tice handoff for DeJounte Murray, very similar to the last 2 weeks for the Celtics. Just inconsistent within quarters. Times they have it and times they don't. Trey Murphy, big step back on now. Horford for a tough 3. And the New Orleans Pelicans, who make 11-plus threes a game, have 14 already with 3:44 to go in the third, or we're tied at 80. They made 5 more than the Celtics. New Orleans 28th in the league. Boston is first. Tatum steps back 14 feet. Swish.
Tough shot. This time, hand on him. Play defense, Sean. Speak defense. Not offense. Speak defense.
26 for Tatum. It's interesting he does not have an assist in this game. Down the right side, Murphy. Kick to Javonte Green. Dribbles in the paint. Shovels back to Daniel Tice. He up fakes the three. Hand to Murphy. Murphy dribbles in deep. Scoops it. No good. Fouled. Run into from behind by Porzingis. And Trey Murphy will get free throws with 6 on the shot clock.
Well, you made them do a lot of different things. And then you break down at the very end. Porzingis on the backside. Just hit him as he went in. Good ball fake on Al. And then just tries to flip that basketball. Just a little push in the back. Again, we keep saying just a little. Just a little of this. Just a little of that. Focus. Focus, people. Focus.
If these teams were having their regular three-point shooting nights, Celtics wouldn't be up by 2. They'd be up by 20. Trey Murphy gets the first free throw. He's an excellent free throw shooter. Cornette and Hauser enter. Hauser did not play the first quarter tonight. Jaylen Brown and Porzingis come out.
Okay. Now you're tied. Probably going to be tied here. What are you going to do now for the rest of this quarter? Can you put some things together defensively?
Just joining us, Celtics trail by 11 early and up to a very bad start. We're lucky to only be down by 11. We're going back and forth. For the most part since 15 lead changes 8 ties. Tatum switches to the left hand, drives, throws to the left corner. Horford waiting for 3.
There's something positive. Defense.
85-82. Switching to the left hand, driving Murray. And did he get fouled from behind? They're calling a foul.
Yeah, and what he's trying to say was a push-off. Or they're going to say it was a shot here.
Celtics coach is coming out.
Yeah.
Saying he was passing. We'll sort it out during the break. 2:46 to go, third quarter. Boston 85, New Orleans 82 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Okay, I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar, carbs, and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a much better option. I'm Will, and I crafted IQ Bar plant protein bars with clean, functional, delicious ingredients to empower doers like you with superior brain and body fuel.
Go to IQBAR.com and enter code AUDIO to get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping.
Just being so amazingly you every day, your body loses a lot of electrolytes. Get back all that's drained with Ultima Replenisher. Ultima is the good-for-you way to replace the 6 key electrolytes you use up daily. And unlike some other electrolyte drink mixes, Ultima has no sugar, calories, carbs, or artificial sweeteners. So you can hydrate healthily and fight brain fog, grumpiness, and crankiness, all while taking care of you. For a free sample of Ultima Replenisher, just say Alexa, ask send me a sample for Ultima Replenisher.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Celtics bench saving them tonight. Bench is a +7, starters -4. Celtics lead by 3, 85-82, with 2:46 to go in the third quarter, and they're going to give C.J. McCollum free throws here, or DeJounte Murray free throws.
You directed him towards some of the defenders who were out there, but he had a wide open lane. So many times you've used the same word all night. Wide open. Basket going to the lane. Going to no one in front of him.
DeJounte Murray has had a absolutely brutal year shooting threes. If he had enough attempts to qualify, he'd be last in the league. But tonight, 5 of 8 from 3. He does miss a free throw here, so the Celtics lead by 2, 85-83, 2:39 to go in the third. How many times have we seen that lately? Caleb Martin going crazy shooting threes, and Embiid on Christmas Day. Tatum. Right-hand dribble behind the Cornet screen. Here's a deep three. It's no good, but he got fouled. Bad foul by Javonte Green, Jason Tatum's former teammate. So it'll be Tatum getting 3 free throws here.
They're trying to see if they want to challenge, and they're finally on. Let me see. No. Yep. That Willie Green was waiting. He was waiting like, no. I never touched him. He was waiting for the guys in the back bench to say, should I challenge? Should I challenge? And then finally, before Tatum could shoot the basketball, they don't challenge. Now, what you and I didn't see was who got the rebound after the shot. Was it possession again or not?
Well, this comes with the ruling on the floor. 3 free throws for Tatum, with Boston leading by 2 and 2:30 to go in the third. Willie Green challenged earlier and won, ironically on a foul called against Daniel Tice, which Brad Stevens would have led the league in coaches' challenge wins if they had been able to challenge Tice fouls back in the day. Celtics just scuffling through this one, trying to get the 28-11, trying to keep pace with the Knicks, who blew out Milwaukee at Madison Square Garden today. The Cavaliers at home have lost a double-digit lead. They're not tied with Indiana. Pacers playing without Halliburton, who left that game injured. So they're even at 65 with 2:35 to go in the third. OKC is up 32 at Washington. And those two teams are just running away and hiding.
OKC putting their foot on the gas, and Chet Holmgren hasn't even been there yet to play. One of their leading players.
And they've been without Alex Caruso too during this stretch.
Boy, clearly Tatum looking like, yeah, I got fouled. I don't even see where he touched Tatum. The officiating crew has not had it hasn't been a good day for them either.
No, the Celtics have gotten the better of the calls by a wide margin. Pacers, by the way, now up by 7 in that game. That's a big turnaround after the injury to Halliburton. I'm trying to see, just looking at this quickly, as you know I like to do. I got this as a 27-5 run for Indiana over the last 10 minutes to go from down 15 to up 7. So, Willie Green goes 2 for 2 on his challenges. And this will be a jump ball at center court. So instead of 3 free throws for the Celtics, be a jump ball.
I hear that. You know, my stance on that with any great player I was guarding him, I'm like, it was a bad call. I'm like, dude, he doesn't need your help. He's better than that. But that's what you and I talked about. Even when you miss a shot and the whistle goes off, you got to now scramble to get that rebound. You have to be retaught in this league to do certain things, especially with these shots or challenges.
Luke Cornett wins the jump ball. Celtics go back on offense. Cornett, Hauser, Pritchard, Horford, and Jason Tatum with it here. Tatum dribbling behind the screen, coming downhill on Tice, forces it up off the glass, no good. Trey Murphy has the rebound. Pelicans running here, 3-on-2, but a bad lead pass by Trey Murphy. Misses DeJounte Murray. And New Orleans turns it over.
You said New Orleans is begging you right now to win this game.
Then the Pelicans are having their best. They're not turning it over, and they're having their best three-point shooting night of the season. And yet they trail by 2. 2:05 to go in the third. Tatum out deep in the left side against Javonte Green. Finds Hauser. Hauser steps to his right. Challenged by Hawkins. He'll give it up to Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Peyton Pritchard dribbling between his legs. Here's a step back crazy. Deep 3. No good. Rebound. Oh, Cornett might have gotten fouled by Tice. Wow, Tice getting away with the foul. Seeing everything now. Trey Murphy against Al Horford. Starts his drive. Scoops and scores off the window.
Too quick there for Al.
Tie game. 1:36 to go in the third. Now this Pelican team could do some damage in the West. Peyton Pritchard. Long cross court in the left corner. Hauser up face, gets Hawkins hands down and then buries the 3.
Wow.
That's a veteran shot from Sam Hauser.
Hesitated though. Hesitated taking the first one.
Well, he had a man in front of him, and then he got Hawkins hands down and then took it and made it. 88-85, Boston by 3. 1:12 to go in the third. DeJounte Murray dribbles through his legs, gets to the dotted line, floats it no good. And the rebound for Jason Tatum. Murray has 1 point since the first quarter. Pritchard has it slapped away by Hawkins out of bounds. Celtics will keep it 19 to shoot. DeJounte Murray was averaging 16 a game. He had 17 in the first quarter. And literally has scored 1 point since.
And then what you do, you bring in Zion back in this game.
Zion,
for a while.
2 for 9. He's had a couple of steals from Jaylen Brown. Cornett for Hauser. Here's the bounce entry. Tatum against Javonte Green. Drop step. Gets to the baseline. Pump fake. Tough angle jumper. Bounces in. Rim, glass, and in.
And you know Green was going to play him hard because Green is used to playing him, being here, playing him all the time in practice.
90-85. Boston by 5. Zion gets in deep. Runs it over Cornett. No good, but he got the foul call. Cornett was trying to dive out of the way, and Zion initiated the contact, but Cornett was inside the circle. So Zion will get free throws here. So who remembers who Javonte Green beat out for the final roster spot to make the Celtics 5 years ago?
Man ended up playing with the Miami Heat.
Max Strus.
And then he played well for a while with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Zion first free throw, rims out.
Ball don't lie. Bring back Sheed. That's what. Bring Sheed in as a coach, or better yet, an analyst in a real game.
We were just talking because last video went viral, a podcast Blake Griffin did, where he was effusive in his praise of the city of Boston and how much he loved playing here. And Zion gets the second free throw to cut the Boston lead to 4. And it just made me think about those guys who were only here for a year. And you think about Blake on the fun level. Blake Griffin was right at the top of that list with Sheed and Shaq. Cross-court pass. Tatum's got it. Keeps it away from Javonte Green. Lobs it for Cornett. All Cornett could do is get a hand out. That was a bad entry by Tatum. Cornett wasn't ready for it. DeJounte Murray gets Hauser backpedaling, then throws back out to a wide-open Daniel Tice for 3. No. And Hauser gets the rebound. Tice just 7 of 31 this year, shooting 3. Celtics will hold for the final shot, leading by 4 with 16 seconds to go in the third.
No offensive fouls, please.
Pritchard, hounded by DeJounte Murray. Bounce pass for Tatum. We're at 8 seconds to go. Pelicans had a foul to give, and Javonte Green just gives him. Not crazy about that with 7.7 to go, because now the Celtics can set something up off a side out of bounds, and you can get, say, I don't know, Porzingis in the game in a half-court set, which is exactly what's going to happen.
Oh, way to go, Coach. Way to break out the yes shield.
I mean, am I Paul Silas here? Am I speaking a different language?
Hey, Paul Silas could not say what he said back then and not get canceled, okay?
Trigger inbound from Pritchard, 7.7 to go. In safe for the Tatum. Let's see if the Celtics run a play for Porzingis here. 5 seconds to go. Tatum over the shoulder pass, deflected and stolen. Javonte Green goes the distance. Right hand slam. A brutal turnover by Jason Tatum. Pritchard from half court comes up short. And that is how the third quarter will come to an end. And the Celtics just cannot help themselves out.
What did I just say about them getting the You said about you getting the last shot. I said unless they turn it over or commit a foul.
Celtics trail by 6 at the end of 1. They led by 1 at halftime, and they lead by 2 now. Headed for quarter number 4, making the turn for home. End of 3 at the Garden. Boston 90, New Orleans 88 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe here, and you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. Oakers Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future-ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future-ready. Proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about Clear Path for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. Clear Path for Veterans is working with Safety Insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Center in Devens, Massachusetts. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to Clear Path and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Another ugly one for the Celtics. And it's not the opponent because you knew you were going to get a good effort from this sort of rejuvenated New Orleans team here. But Pelicans only trailing by 2 as we begin the fourth. You know what's going on in Cleveland. 32-11 close to that third quarter for the Pacers. Jaylen Brown gets in deep, misses a little bunny, but gets his own rebound, misses the putback. Cornette gets an offensive rebound, can't do anything with it, and the Celtics cannot get out of their own way here. This is a mess. C.J. McCollum for Zion Williamson. Bounce pass for Daniel Tice in the paint. He's covered, so he kicks out to Alvarado. Alvarado dribbles to the dotted line, throws a bounce entry to Zion. Zion baseline extended, still 8 on the shot clock. Drop step goes around Cornette, reverses it up and in, scored, and the foul. That was spectacular by Zion.
Not as spectacular, but look at what happened now with just getting little plays. Just fundamentally, I mean, Brown misses a gator arm one right under the basket. Okay, the fun thing is going on. I'm looking at Joe Mazzulla's wife, and boy, she is all involved in all of this stuff, man. Trying to get her rhythm.
Pelicans regain the lead off the three-point play for Zion. Pritchard trying to put the Celtics back in front. He does with a wide-open 3 from the right side, 93-91. Exactly 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Celtics have now had the lead or been tied in all but one game this year in the fourth quarter. C.J. McCollum, bothered by Jaylen Brown, gets Daniel Tice screen, steps into a left side 3. That's on the move, no good. Rebound Horford, quick outlet Pritchard. Pritchard zips it ahead to Luke Cornette, who beats C.J. McCollum down the floor and slams it home.
He immediately gets that basketball. He was running the floor.
95-91, Boston by 4. Scoreboard urges the fans to get involved here. Zion looking for an opening. Attack goes to that left hand and scores. That time Al didn't have the opportunity to push him to his left.
Wow, he just exploded with the finger roll and jumped through 2 guys.
2 in a row for Zion after starting 2 for 9 tonight. 14.6 rebounds for Zion Williamson, 95-93. Boston by 2, 10-17 to go. 3-point shooting has been the difference here. Celtics way subpar. Pelicans having their best 3-point shooting out of the year. Jalen driving, tried to hand off underneath, anticipated and stolen by Javonte Green. Another Boston turnover. Zion up the left side, coming strong in the paint. Bounce pass for the cutter. Daniel Tice reversed it up and in over Cornette. And we're tied again at 95. 4 turnovers for Jaylen Brown. Tatum had 5 in the third quarter Friday. Cornette, handoff Jaylen Brown. Gets in deep, throws to the right corner for an Al Horford 3. Oh, Al has saved the Celtics today.
It has been. He's made some big plays. Now, Zion ISO one-on-one again.
11.7 rebounds for Al Horford. Zion Williamson steps to an open spot at the elbow. His jumper bounces out, and Hauser grabs the rebound. 98-95. Celtics by 3 on the ball. 9:16 to go. Pritchard deep on the right side to get Zion, who reaches. Pritchard dribbles around him, lobs for Luke Cornette, and he missed the dunk. He's able to tap the offensive rebound to Horford, who puts it in the hands of Pritchard. His follow-away 3 is no good. And the rebound for Tyson. How many layups have the Celtics missed tonight? C.J. McCollum going into Sam Hauser, draws contact, and they're going to give him the follow-through after the foul was committed in midstream. C.J. McCollum changed his mind and decided to shoot. And they're going to give him a 3-point play.
Well, here's the thing. That play shouldn't have went anyway because Luke was holding the rim. All right, here's the foul. Oh, you put the whistle going, hey, I'm going to lay it up. Tell you what, man. Plays again. The Celtics just, I mean, that was an easy dunk opportunity for Luke. He misses it, and then they come down on the other end and get a 3-point play, and Joe wants to get a timeout.
Green light is not on, so it's just a regular timeout here. No challenge. 8:58 to go. Boston 98, New Orleans 97 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with Safety Insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Center in Devens, Massachusetts. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Goes from bad to worse. Celtics did challenge after we went to commercial break, and they lose the challenge, saying the continuation will count. So a chance for C.J. McCollum to tie it. Celtics basketball brought to you by Cambridge Savings Bank. Small business owners, let CSB help move your small business forward. Creative solutions and quick decisions. Visit CambridgeSavings.com/small business to start your relationship today. And Pelicans finally getting a semblance of health back today. DeJounte Murray was questionable. He is playing. Zion back from suspension. Trey Murphy returning from injury. Murphy's been great tonight.
Man, that is one thing about Detroit during the old days. That tap foul, that doesn't count there.
I was going to say ball don't lie, but let's see who ends up with it. It goes out of bounds off New Orleans off the missed free throw.
That ball actually went off Brown. Brown grabbed it in a lazy way, and got knocked off his foot.
No more challenges. The Celtics lost their only challenge in New Orleans, even though they were right twice. They've used their challenges. Boston by 1 and the ball, 8:46 to go. Celtics just trying to get through this exam. Here comes Porzingis racing down the middle, exposed the ball, and it's slapped away by C.J. McCollum. McCollum races the length of the floor, kick out, Alvarado wide open, 3 in the air, got it. And the New Orleans Pelicans, having their best three-point shooting night of the season, are now 15 of 32, and they've got a 2-point lead here with 8:24 to go. Drew Holiday or Derek White straight away. Derek White against Javonte Green. Here's the entry. Jaylen Brown against the smaller C.J. McCollum. Drives on and muscles it off the window. No good, but he's fouled. And Jaylen can tie it at the free throw line.
What I love about New Orleans, what they have, the guys on the floor right now are energy guys. The guys like McCollum is a regular guy, but Alvarado, Green, we know what he is. He's just an energy player, and he's done some things just in the energy way to get them involved in this game.
We've not yet seen Alvarado try his signature move, which is to sneak onto the bench, essentially, and try to steal an inbound. And the guy's just walking off the floor. Go Google it, YouTube it, Grand Theft Alvarado.
Let me tell you what he would have stole during the 80s. The
Punch
70s.
in the mouth.
An elbow. An elbow that was so hard, he'd be like, oh, what happened? What happened?
Jaylen Brown gets the first free throw, 3 for 3 tonight.
He would have gotten away with the first one, but he would have got warned on the second one.
Second free throw, bounces in. We'll start over again. The tie score is 100 with 8:12 to go. Pelicans average 107 a game. We're going to get that with about 6 minutes left. C.J. McCollum dribbles away from Drew Holiday. Push pass in the corner. Murphy fakes, falls down. And did he call timeout? No, he was lying out of bounds. Yeah. He had the presence of mind when he fell down to grab the basketball and call timeout, but he was lying with his back on the sideline.
Land out of bounds and calling timeout.
Well, he didn't know he was out of bounds, but he made the right play. He was just out of bounds, and New Orleans turns it over for the 8th time.
Okay, it's Derek White's time to get involved.
Yeah, he is. Had a rough weekend. He hasn't made a 3 yet. Enters to Porzingis, who lays it up and misses another one. How many layups have the Celtics missed in this game? C.J. McCollum. And that affects your defense eventually. McCollum drives, floats it with the right hand. It bounces out. Jaylen Brown snatches the rebound. Boston plus 12, having one of their best rebounding nights of the year. Jaylen against Javonte Green. Bumps him. Jaylen has it back, spins, and runs it up with the right hand over Javonte. Hasn't been the prettiest game for Jaylen Brown, but he is just imposing his will now. 102-100. Boston by 2. 7:15 to go, and Jason Tatum warming up in the bullpen. Alvarado drives on Peyton Pritchard, looking for the dribble handoff, has it for McCollum, push pass for Murphy, deep on the left side. Murphy tries to dribble through 2 men and is going to be able to draw a foul on Pritchard, reaching in for a steal. Third team foul against the Celtics with 7:04 to go.
Those are plays that you look at. Pritchard now coming out of this game, not a pretty good game. Imposing your will, in which way are you going to impose your will? Do you do it on your defensive end? I mean, you're talking about layups. Porzingis comes in, and a guy who's 7'10" misses the layup coming towards the basket. And Derek White, would you ever thought that Alvarado would have outscored Derek White so far in this game?
Derek White 0 for 5 from 3. Made his only 2. He was 0 for 6 on Friday night. Murphy feeling contact, launches a 3. He was fouled, but it was not a shooting foul. It'll be a side out of bounds. However, the Celtics now no longer have a foul to give with 6:54 to go.
And New Orleans is only committed with 1 foul.
Celtics have beaten the Pelicans 6 consecutive times. 9 of the last 10 times they have met in front of fans. Pelicans swept the season series during the pandemic year of 2021. DeJounte Murray, 17 in the first quarter, 1 cent. Murray, left-hand dribble around Derek White, gets to the mid-block, falls away, tough shot, no good. Rebound Tatum. Boy, Murray just went cold. Tatum just comes back in the game, grabs a rebound, coming downhill. Holiday, pump fake, scores, and a foul. Drew Holiday takes his old ball club to school.
That was a nice move. Got his man up in there, got him in the popcorn popper, and then laid it straight up off the glass. And wait till you played a young player who's a shot blocker. Boom. Give him the eyes. Give him the eyes. Give him the eyes. Give him the eyes, and then he goes up in the air. Those are plays, again, which are winning plays. The Celtics just need to make more of those. They just haven't.
Great love affair between the Holidays and fans of the city of New Orleans, but Drew Holiday misses the free throw, so it's just a 4-point lead, 104-100. Boston lead, 6:25 to go. Murray over the shoulder pass. Murphy up, fakes the three. Puts it on the floor, drives, lands, floats, and scores.
How many steps can he take?
He certainly landed with 2 steps, but they're saying he didn't take a first one. He was still dribbling when he left his feet. 104-102. How about the return for Trey Murphy tonight? 25 points. Here's Tatum. Drop step. Attacks Murray. Scoops no good, but they call the foul on Murray. And Murray is saying, I didn't do it. Challenge, but the Pelicans are out of challenges, so Tatum will get free throws here.
You could clearly see, regardless of getting challenged or not, his hands were clearly in the cookie jar.
10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Randy and Max, T-Day Garden. If you're enjoying our coverage on the Sports Hub today after that great Bruins game yesterday.
Oh, love that.
The overtime game in Florida, give up a goal in the final 2 seconds of regulation and score a goal in the final 2 seconds of overtime against your rival. 106-102, going to play an outdoor game next year down there, down in Florida, Bruins and Panthers. McCollum, Murray's drive, kick out. Trey Murphy, another three. And it's a 1-point game, 106-105. Murphy, 28 in his return here. It's going to be a tough one. Down to the wire, 5:43 to go. Tatum backs it out on the left side against Messi. Tatum lost the dribble, has it back, shot clock at 6. Tatum gets Messi to fall down, drawing the oohs and ahs, and Messi reaches out and commits a foul. And that now should be the 4th team foul against New Orleans. So we're headed for a free throw shooting contest here. Neither team has a foul to give with 5:35 to go.
Wow. And again, Celtics were close to losing that basketball. Tatum dribbled it off his foot, able to regain it. And then the young player, Messi, just fouled as the shot clock was going down.
Drew Holiday swings to Jaylen Brown deep on the right side against Zion. Entering, Holiday catches. Bounce pass for Tatum, coming strong, scores off the window. They rotated to Holiday in the dunker spot, and when they did, Tatum just provided extra rotation and came in to support the play and got the easy 2. 108-105, Tatum's up to 32. Celtics have needed every one of them. Murray, bounce pass, gets it back from Murphy. Straight away against Jaylen Brown. Boston by 3, 5:09 to go. DeJounte Murray. Pump fake, picked up his dribble, moves it to Murphy. Shot clock at 5. Trey Murphy, chased by Holiday. Murphy to the mid-block, falls away. Tough shot, no good, but a foul from behind called on Derek White.
And it doesn't matter because Celtics can't challenge anyway. It's just a little bump in the back here. Let's see.
And that's a bad foul because Holiday had him pretty well locked up.
Yeah. And this is one of the solo things you won't see in this game. Holiday now has switched over to Murphy, whereas Murphy was having a field day going up against Brown. He made the switch.
Trey Murphy gets the first free throw. He does not miss free throws.
Trey Murphy at 29 and counting. 29, 6, 4.
Average is 20 a game. There are 4 Pelicans who average 20 a game, but that's because they miss so many games that there's opportunities for guys to average that many. 108-107. Told you the Pelicans average 107 a game. They've got that now. Here's Holiday driving in deep, goes to the left hand, misses offensive rebound. Tapped up and in by Porzingis. Celtics by 3.
It's the double layup.
16 offensive rebounds for the Celtics, twice the number they had on Friday. Stepping to his left, Murray's 3 is good. 6th 3 of the night for DeJounte Murray, who entered at the bottom of the NBA in three-point shooting. 110 apiece, 4:29 to go. Derek White down the right side against McCollum, draws contact, runner is no good, and the procession to the free throw line begins now. Celtics have attempted 17 free throws, the Pelicans 21.
Derek White in the position now to shoot a couple of free throws. He needed this from Derek White to find some footing. Derek White has been so good. It's had a brilliant year. say week and a half, Derek White has just struggled. I don't think you could beat a nicer guy, though, man.
Had his kids with him on the last road trip. First of which was born right as he was traded here. They had the whole birth plan in San Antonio and everything. And funny thing happens when you make plans.
Well, it was still a birth plan in San Antonio. He had to go back.
Derek White gets the first free throw to break the tie. Second one is in the air and good. Celtics lead by 2. 4:25 to go. 112-100. Tough weekend here for the Celtics. DeJounte Murray down the left side. Crazy scoop around Porzingis. No good. Tatum deflects the rebound to Drew Holiday. Celtics trying to run. Holiday into the front court. Pelicans are back defensively. Shovel pass for Jalen. Coming strong up the back of Daniel Tice. Jalen closed down by Zion. Throws all the way out to Tatum. We're going to hit 4 minutes remaining right now. Celtics leading by 2. Here's Tatum switching to the left hand. On Murphy. Gets in deep. Falls away in the baseline. Banks it home. Tough shot. Boy, Tatum all throughout this night has made big shots when the Celtics have needed it. 114-110. He's up to 34. Zion dribbles in the paint. Porzingis waiting, so Zion will back it out. Now start his drive. Fumbles the ball. They're giving it back to New Orleans. Celtics can't challenge.
Zion got some choice words right now for the Celtics.
Seeing a replay. NBC doesn't have it, but the Jumbotron is going to show it. Or not. Kick out. Tice. Ball fake. Turns it to DeJounte Murray on the wing against Tatum. Tice sets the screen. Murray, left-hand dribble, tiptoes the baseline with Tatum right on his shoulder. Shot clock winding down. Murray fall-away shot, no good. Doesn't matter, it was too late. Shot clock violation. Celtics have the ball and a 4-point lead with 3:27 to go.
Now, a little bit of defense goes so much further if you're the Celtics.
And can the Pelicans defend without fouling? Celtics have been badly outshot from 3. They've been outshot in the game, but they lead by 4. And the Celtics turn over the inbound.
The ball was tossed to Derek White.
And he just dropped it.
Went right off his foot.
He took his eye off it, tried to slap it into his 2 hands.
Oh, my God.
Derek White is just in one of those nightmare weeks. Zion Williamson down the left side, runs into Porzingis and goes off the window, and he wanted the and-1, but that was a good no call because he completely created the contact. Zion's up to 16, 114-112. More points off turnovers, now 19-4 in favor of New Orleans. Tatum spins on DeJounte Murray, pull up, he's open at 18, no good. Rebound Zion Williamson. New Orleans can tie or better here with 2:55 to go. Celtics just trying to get by this test. Zion turns the corner, moves it into the left corner where Murray is waiting, missed the 3, but Tatum fouled him, and DeJounte Murray will get 3 free throws to give New Orleans the lead when we return. 2:47 to go. Boston 114, New Orleans 112 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe here, and you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. Oakers Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future-ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future-ready. Proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE night train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCEnighttrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Celtics funk continues, but so does the sellout streak. 19,156 on hand. Attendance brought to you by Ticketmaster. Join the crowd of excitement at a future Celtics game by ordering your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. The Celtics lost 4 home games all last year. They're in danger of losing their 5th in the last 7 at TD Garden. They lead the Pelicans 114-112 with 2:47 to go, but DeJounte Murray about to get 3 free throws to try to give New Orleans the lead.
Well, you had the opportunity. Murray, who has been that dude early in the half, before the half, but then just turned back into Murray, but then knocked down a 3. And it's just been futility.
What is going on in Cleveland? Tyrese Halliburton leaves the game injured, and the Pacers, over the last quarter and a half, on a 58-26 run to go from down 15, and they're going to hand the Cavs their 5th loss of the year. It's a 17-point game with 2:44 to go. How bizarre is that?
Wow.
I mean, it's one thing for the Cavs. They're going to lose some games, but to be up 15 early in the 3rd quarter against the Indiana team that just lost Halliburton, you'd think they would be in really good shape. Instead, they're going to get run off the floor. Murray makes the first free throw.
Think of this game. Murray with 22. Murphy with 30. McCollum, who's been really good, he only has 11 in this game. So some of their key players haven't, but some of these other guys have stepped up.
Well, getting Trey Murphy back was enormous. As we said, this is just the 2nd time DeJounte Murray and Zion Williamson have played together this year. It's the first time Murray, Williamson, and Murphy have all played together. And as a result, the New Orleans Pelicans have come into Boston, and they have the lead off 3 free throws by DeJounte Murray with 2:40 to go. 115-114. New Orleans the lead. Derek White needs something good to happen here. Porzingis up fakes the 3. Tice comes out to challenge. 8 on the shot clock. Porzingis bounce pass. Here's Tatum attacking the baseline. 2-hand slam. Nice little look from Porzingis to Tatum. They had that play worked out. Tatum has been a monster tonight. 36-9. 116-115. Here comes Zion trying to cuff it on Porzingis. Porzingis blocked the shot into the hands of Jaylen Brown. Celtics have numbers. Tatum into the offensive end looking for the opening. Finds Derek White running to the corner. White returns to the Tatum on the left wing against Daniel Tice. Tatum against Tice. 11 on the shot clock. Tatum puts it back in the right hand. Looks up, sees the shot clock at 6. Going to restart himself. Tatum puts it in the right hand. Turns the corner. Attacks. Scoops. Does not get the bounce, and the rebound belongs to Zion. Zion in the front court. Lead too far for Murphy. Terrible pass by Zion Williamson. And the Pelicans give it back to the Celtics, who lead by 1 with 1:48 to go.
Tatum misses the layup. Yet another layup by the Celtics.
Tatum, 13 of 28. Celtics have to win games where they can't make threes. Here's Porzingis trying one, and it rims out. Clean look. And the rebound for Troy Murphy. Pelicans turn down by 1 with 1:29 to go. Zion, 16.7 rebounds, 3 assists. And now in this key possession, they're going point Zion. He's running the show here up at the top. Holiday pulls away. Puts Porzingis on him. He's going to hand off to DeJounte Murray, who dribbles to the left elbow. His jumper comes up short. Derek White swats at the rebound. It goes off Murray into the hands of Tatum, who goes the distance. Misses the layup, but he gets his own rebound and slams it back home. Celtics by 3. 1:04 to go. Zion in the front court. Gets a Daniel Tice screen. Moves to his left. He's thinking about the three. Takes it short. Rebound. White deflects to Porzingis. And the Celtics with a 3-point lead and the clock rolling. 50, 49, 48 seconds to go as Drew Holiday comes into the front court. Trey Murphy just watching. Celtics trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat tonight. 19,000 on their feet. Here's Tatum at the elbow. Kick out. Open. Jalen. Three. No good. Missed it by a mile. Rebound to DeJounte Murray. Pelicans down by 3. Murray moves it ahead. Murphy a tying 3. No good. Rebound Derek White. And he will push it ahead on the right side for Holiday. They fouled him in the backcourt. New Orleans does not have a foul to give. Tice commits the foul, and Derek White will shoot free throws to try to make it a 2-possession game with 22 seconds left.
This is incredible. The misses that the Celtics have, and Tatum to come back in and dunk that basketball quickly. Normally he lets his head down, drops his head, but stayed involved in this game. All right, Derek White.
38 and 11 for Tatum.
Lord, let us pray.
Derek White makes the free throw.
Thank you.
Pelicans had some chances, but they have not scored in the last 2:25 of this game. 5 straight for the Celtics. Murray hit the 3 free throws to put New Orleans up 115-114. Now Derek White looking for the Celtics' 6th consecutive point. They're trying to put him up by 5 with 22 seconds to go. Willie Green will likely call a timeout. He does. As Derek White makes the free throw.
Boy, this is pulling the rabbit out of the proverbial hat. Who was that did back in the day? Let me date myself real quick. Is it Bullwinkle who said, let me put a rabbit out there? Watch this. Pulls out like some squirrel or something else. The Celtics have done exactly that. They've not been able to get out of their own way all night long.
And now for something completely different. Is that right? The Rocky Bullwinkle thing? That's a little before my time, but I have YouTube. I have YouTube.
There you go. Finally, you don't say YouTube it, kids.
120-115. Celtics by 5. 22 seconds remaining. This was an ugly weekend. They were fortunate, really, to be up 9 on Sacramento midway through the third quarter and then put together one of their worst fourth quarters of the year. Got killed on the glass. There were a lot of things about this game that were not good, but Joe Mazzulla likes the, throwing you out of a boat and then see if you can swim to shore when circumstances are less than ideal, and it appears the Celtics, gasping for air, are going to get to shore tonight.
Do you know what that happened to Cedric Maxwell when he was like 6 years old? They thought he could swim because he was taller than all the rest of the kids, and they threw me in, and the lifeguard had to go, get him, get him.
Celtics return to the floor, up by 5, everybody on their feet. Celtics trying to muscle. Can you imagine the Celtics could actually gain a game on Cleveland here when the Cavs were in complete control? The Celtics were scuffling all night. DeJounte Murray on the inbound. Does get it into Zion. Hand back to DeJounte Murray. 19 seconds to go. Tatum guarding Murray. Here's the handoff. Deep 3. Murphy way off. Offensive rebound. Put back for Murray. Off the window and in. It's a 3-point game. Pelicans have to foul with 14.5 to go. It's in the hands of Tatum. And as Murphy gives the foul, now Jason Tatum has a chance for a 40-point game.
Wow. You just take it. If you're the Celtics right now, you take it. But it can't be this easy, can it? Not to end this thing off. The Celtics have to do something that's crazy.
Celtics have 2 40-point games this year. Jaylen Brown, 44 here against Indiana 2 weeks ago. And never mind, as Tatum misses the first one.
Can't be that easy, Sean. I'm telling you.
Tatum had a 43-point game in Chicago.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Celtics need the second one to make it a 2-possession game here. New Orleans does not have a timeout, but they only trail by 3. Tatum missed both. 10 seconds to go. New Orleans down by 3. DeJounte Murray in the front court. Switches to the right hand. Here's the handoff. McCollum turns. He releases the 3 that's no good, but it won't matter because Derek White had the presence of mind to foul him on the floor before the shot, although that was awful close. So 2 free throws here, not 3.
There was a guy who was my broadcast partner one time who said, no good deed goes unpunished. And you were just praising Tatum, and all of a sudden, boom, he misses 2 free throws. You said needed make it a 2-possession game. Now it's probably a 1-possession game.
If I'm Joe Mazzulla here, I'm calling timeout after the second free throw to set up an inbounds play that you know the Pelicans are going to foul, but if you can take a second or 2 off the clock rather than foul immediately, it's going to be very difficult for them to go the length of the floor because the Pelicans do not have a timeout. 6.6 to go. McCollum made the first, trying to make it a 1-point game. He does. 120 to 119. Celtics not calling timeout yet until now. I'm like, not calling timeout, but maybe they should, and they do, with 6.6 to go. And here's the point I'm getting at. If you inbound the ball in a running situation or get somebody on the move and maybe take a couple of seconds off the clock, it's much harder for the Pelicans to go the length of the floor, and you've got that foul in your back pocket where if you make the 2 free throws, you can foul New Orleans and make them shoot 2 instead of 3.
Sean, I'm just telling you, this is the unwanted house guest. This is, yo, man, I'm coming by your house, and I'm going to be there for, maybe be there a day because I'm coming into town. That turns into 3, 4, then next thing you know, you look up, it's a month. You're like, okay, damn, when are you going home? This is what it seems like with this game.
Jason Tatum had 38 points. That was 8 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Goes to the line needing to make just 1 of 2. He misses both. And that's why this is still an issue here. Celtics leading by 1 with 6.6 to go. Trying to keep pace with the Knicks, who won big and remarkably gained a game on the Cavaliers, who watched a 15-point second-half lead turn into a 15-point loss tonight to an Indiana team that watched Tyrese Halliburton lead the game with an injury.
Well,
Cavs shot just 26% from 3 tonight.
Watch out for Green. He and Alvarado, as you said, guys who want to make steals.
They're both on the floor. So is Zion, so is Trey Murphy. Derek White will trigger the inbound. Doesn't want to throw in the backcourt. Celtics should have used the other timeout. Did they call 5 seconds? The Celtics called, Derek White called a timeout. They called a 5-second violation. Derek White was calling timeout. Derek White was calling timeout from the sideline. You can't challenge. And now the Pelicans have a chance to steal the game. Down by 1 with 6.6 to go. Derek White couldn't get it in. So when that happens, you turn to the official and call timeout. He did, but they called 5-second violation instead. Wow. This is incredible. The Pelicans will have a chance here. Down by 1 with 6.6 to go. DeJounte Murray triggers the inbound in the backcourt. Does so to C.J. McCollum. McCollum against Drew Holiday into the front court. McCollum drives, runs it up, bounces out, rebound, eludes DeJounte Murray, and the Celtics survive by the thinnest possible margin.
Wow. That is unbelievable. That he missed the layup opportunity.
And Derek White is still furious. He is chasing down the officials that would not grant him the timeout. C.J. McCollum raced into the front court. He put it high off the window. It hit the front iron. And then Al Horford tapped it away from Zion Williamson. And the Celtics survived by a single point. Boy, this one would have been discussed for a very long time, and that ball bounced a different way. The final score, Boston 120, New Orleans 119. Back with more on BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe here, and you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. Oakers Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future-ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future-ready. proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Fight through two men and punches it up twice until it finally falls in.
Paid him, and it wasn't him. Porzingis fought for that.
All right, back in the Garden where the Celtics have survived, and I mean survived. The Pelicans 120-119. Kristaps Porzingis joining us outside the Celtics locker room. All right, run us through those last few seconds when it looked for all the world like Derek could call timeout.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I feel like 99% of the people thought happened, and everybody just started walking towards their bench until the Pelicans were kind of protesting, and then the refs, I don't even know what the hell happened, but I'm just happy we came out with a win.
It just seemed like so many times you guys had this game under control. You have Tatum at the line to shoot 2 free throws, and to make it a 2-possession game, and you couldn't make those. Everything that would go wrong did go wrong.